My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Jacob and I are going to break down the entire UFC 328 fight card, giving you our picks, predictions, bets, and our DraftKings Fantasy Plays for what should be one of the best fight cards of the year. UFC 328 is absolutely stacked. UFC Perth, also a good card, not the most entertaining fight card, but that didn't stop the boys from making some money. I didn't get to do a recap video. I had some unfortunate circumstances. I told you ahead of time I wasn't filming a recap, but I was able to post this graphic, which shows we did quite well at UFC Perth. More than 4.5 units of net profit and 18% ROI from the boys. And we weren't the only ones who did well. The community also did well. We had a ton of DraftKings tickets. We had a ton of bet slips. We had a ton of prize picks, a ton of underdogs. The entire community did insanely well. But it's not just UFC Perth that the boys did well. Jacob put this together. Jacob watched the bet tracker, pick tracker guy, and pulled out all the stats where the boys are dominating. If you don't know, we have a website, wewantpicks.com. On that website, it's not just me and Handsome Jake. We have Artem, a New Zealander, Bet Sam, a New Zealander. Kunith basically lives in Canada, the middle of nowhere, New York. And they are also they're also giving you their picks. That maybe I doxed them. I don't know. They're also giving you their picks, their bets, and their breakdowns. And here's some stats from the boys. Every single thing is included for $10 on the website. Over the last, and these are not tracked by us, third party. This guy's dedicated his entire life to statistics. Over the last 50 events, the most accurate favorite predictor, Jacob, number 4. Bet Sam, number 8. Kunith, number 9. This is over 140 plus YouTube channels. Over the last 50 events, the most profitable favorite picker on planet Earth, our buddy Jacob. Over the last 50 events, the most profitable underdog picker on planet Earth, our boy Bet Sam. Artemis, number 4. Kunith, rounding out the top 15. Last 50 most accurate underdog picks, Artem, number 3 on the planet.
My question would be, and first of all, happy Cinco de Mayo, mi amigos.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, I am not.
Shit.
I actually pulled out my DNA test today just to make sure that I wasn't Spanish or anything like that. And it literally says you are not any of that. And while that is devastating, I think, and I put this on the Instagram, I put this on Twitter, Angelo, maybe I'm not a Latino by blood. But damn it, I am by heart. You know, my heart is there with me, amigos. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I'm a big fan of this tracker guy. You know, I'm a big fan of what he does and stuff. And I check it every once in a while. Great job putting all this stuff together. I mean, this is what, almost 150 people he's tracking every single week. As you can see, our names are in there in the top 10 in a lot of categories. Number 1 in a few of those categories, all for only $10 a month. You know, it's pretty insane. It's pretty insane. But noticing and not seeing your name.
It's weird. It's almost as if he has a vendetta against me. Frankly, I'm gonna give you the straight truth about the pick, the tracker guy. First of all, you can see the stats here. Artem, number 3 on the planet, most accurate dogs in 2026. Bet Slam, number 4. Most profitable favorite picker in all of 2026, Jakey Boy at 9. 2026 most profitable underdog picker on the planet, Bet Slam. Artem, number 3. Best overall predictions in 2026. Artem and Bet Sam tied for number 4 on the planet. The longest win streak in all of YouTube capping, Artem. So we're killing it. Literally, We Want Picks is absolutely crushing in every single meaningful category. It is all included in one $10 package. There's no bullshit. There's no nonsense. It includes tools as well. We have the fight simulator, the data analyzer, the tape index, the line movement tracker. All of that's $10 for an entire month. All the stats we ran through, all these other things. Bet tracker guy. I'm not included in that. He cut me out. Frankly, I'm going to be dead straight with you. I don't agree with some of his logic. Because tracking picks, no problem.
I think he does a great job. I think whatever he's doing,
he does a phenomenal job.
I think whatever he's doing,
because you saw yourself number 1 in like 2 categories.
I mean, I think whatever formula he's come up with, I would stick with that one.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I would stick with whatever he's doing. I think he's doing a great job.
Here's my issue with tracker, man. Tracking the picks, great. Continue to do it. It's whatever. It's logical. It's easy. This person picked that person. Boom. Once he starts with the whole profitable, not profitable, that's when I started to say, hey, this is twisted logic. You can get somebody like Big Ange to sit here and say, listen, I'm going to pick this guy. I never in a gazillion years would put a nickel on that fighter. But the way he tracks it is he puts money on that fighter. And he's like, oh, Angelo didn't make money. So-and-so didn't make money. They lost on this guy. And that's where it starts to get a little wonky. Don't like that aspect of it, but the straight up tracking of picks and stuff like that, then good for him. And good for us because we're crushing it, leading in almost every single category in some facet. BetSam, all over that place. BetSam also up 28 units on the year, some astronomical bullshit like that. Check everything out on our website, wewantpicks.com. Every pick, every bet, every tool. It's freaking $10. There's no upsell. There's no cross-sell. There's no tiers. There's no packages. There's no bullshit. It's $10 for an entire month. Here's that month. We've got Macau. We've got UFC 328. We got a couple of top 10 matchups at welterweight and then a top 15 matchup at featherweight. Rounding out the next 4 fight cards for $10. WeWantPicks.com.
What's the next one? The below one?
No. The next one is Arnold Allen and Mel Costa. That's competing directly with.
You should do those different.
I don't do this. PowerPoint decides what order to put these in. I don't do it.
Yeah, there's no
and
way
I
to
have,
change it.
There is literally not. There's literally
it's
not.
Crazy. It's probably crazy.
No, there's not. I'm straight up. There's not. Seriously, that's not. This dude said, Big Ange, you didn't make the cut. No, I literally am not tracked in any capacity whatsoever. And I'm thankful for that. I have my own reasons. I'm not going to get into all the details because I know people like Jacob jizz about seeing their name on there. But to reduce your hours and hours of editing and predicting and all of that to just a name on a slide is actually kind of fucked, pissing me off. But hey, you love it. Jacob, any words for the people before we jump into this fight card? Spectacular fight card.
Yeah, it's definitely one I'm excited about. We'll be live again on Saturday.
No, come over. No, don't go live. Fuck it, come over.
No. No. But I do appreciate everyone. I was very surprised how many people ever said if you stream early in the morning on Saturday, we'll be there. And usually we have like 16, 17, 18, almost 2,000 people in the stream. And at like 6 in the morning on Saturday, we had like 1,500 people hanging out with me in the stream. It was pretty incredible. So I did stream that and you guys showed up and we'll be there again on Saturday getting after it. Again, tengo el gato, los pantalones, me gusta los huevos y el pollo aquí. Me gusta.
You're going to eat chicken here? You're just saying shit. I speak Hispani.
How you say?
¿Cómo dice?
¿Cómo se dice? Me llamo.
Your name?
Me llamo Paco y hamburguesa.
Your name is Paco and hamburger? Shut the hell up. All right, we got... You were working your way through it a little bit. A couple comments here. Angelo, you used to be on his channel. I used to be, and then I was critical because I'm the only person with critical thinking skills that speaks out loud, and I was removed, and I am thankful for that. In all seriousness, no, I've emailed him back and forth. He seems like a genuinely good dude. And I can't imagine doing all that work. That's a real pain in the dick. There's no sponsors. There's no service. It's just straight up YouTube ad revenue. That is not worth it. So anybody who enjoys that content, you need to show him some love because that's a lot of work for, I don't know what the reward is. How is BetSam doing? I don't know if you're talking about personally in his life. He had that
he's
spectacular
looking for
trip.
fucking private jets. How do you think he's doing?
Yeah,
he's doing incredible.
He's the BetSam.
He's in the chat right now.
Is literally the greatest MMA sports bettor we have ever seen.
Oh my God, he's right down the road.
From what? He's in America? He's not
in
America.
Peru.
Oh, I was gonna say, if he's in America, I'll fly his ass to Texas and smack the fuck out of him. You know, he posts videos in our Discord, like hitting a bag. His left hand is at his hip. He's hitting the bag, like, "Oh, come get some." You know, he does that shit.
I'd fuck him up.
I would fuck him up. I love BetSam.
I see red a lot.
I'll smack the hell out of BetSam. But I do love you, BetSam. I do love you.
You don't want me backed in a corner. I know that. That's why you were lucky. Yeah, you found the biggest gym that we could go to.
You don't want me in a corner.
You went to the biggest gym we could go to just so you couldn't corner me because you knew what would happen.
I threw you into the corner.
No, that was in the open again.
That was a flat wall.
If I would have ended up in the corner, it would have been You know, your kids wouldn't have a father.
Alcohol cans back at it. I am going to drink on this stream. I've got a giant cooler next to me loaded with Coors Lights. These are leftovers from a celebration of life that I was at on Saturday.
Why are you so anti-Latino culture?
This is just what was in the cooler. They returned my cooler today.
Cinco de Mayo, you just purposely crack open like a.
I didn't even buy the Coors
beer.
Lights. I brought this over loaded with Nooners. I got it back with some Coors Lights. So screw it.
Did you hear people are dying on high noons?
No, but I had the transfusion. Not great. It's too sugary.
Okay, cool. I was like, you said that like a fucking college girl.
No, it's too sugary. They're a limited edition. They're delicious, but you could have two, and then you're like, all right, fuck it. $1.99 super chat from Jason the G. Shout out to you guys and all the work stream gang.
Jason's the guy that's, I think we're up to almost 200 channel members. I think Jason's donated 150 of those. I'll be honest with you.
That's incredible, Jason.
We appreciate
Jason. You. $2 super chat from Rodriguez. Awesome bets and fights last week. The boys are live. Yeah, we appreciate it. Nice and early. My wife took the kids out. They're at volleyball practice, so we get a couple hours with the lights still out. No nonsense, no bullshit. I love it. Andreas Orkovic, $2 Mexican pesos.
Huevo, Jacob. Saludos desde Mexico, hermano.
What does it say? Yeah, no. What does it say?
It says huevo, Jacob, and it says thank you, my Mexican brother. Thank you.
Yeah? It doesn't say thank you. Where's thank you?
Saludos.
That means greetings. Greetings.
No, saludos.
My Mexican brother. Ethnic Ange. $2 super chat from Lubond. 9418.
Thank you for the donation.
Everyone here is Mexican and Angelo still hates us. What are you talking about? I love Mexicans.
Typo 2, you can't just say I love Mexicans.
Yes, you can. I love Mexicans.
Whoa.
I had Mexican for lunch. I went to Lala's Tacos.
What was her name?
Lala's Tacos here in Prosper, Texas. Delicious. You get it the Lala way. They do a blue corn tortilla. They sprinkle the cheese on top. That ends up being the shell. Then they load it up with the shit.
A little fupa.
Absolutely fantastic. $1.99 super chat from Mix.
When was the last time you had a good fupa?
Oh, I have a fupa right now. Up 6 units from Perth. Thank you. P.S. Solo UFC is better than with people. It depends on the people. I don't hate that take. It does depend on the people. Like I did enjoy. I only got to watch a couple fights and I had to get ready and we had to head out. But it is nice chilling with some coffee, watching some fights with no real audience. But
with your oversized t-shirt and white tighties on.
I sleep in tight shirts and boxer briefs. Come on. $1.99 from Garankai. Jacob, will we ever get a Saturday stream with Ange?
Fuck no.
Nah,
you probably were that kid, though, that slept in the whitey tighties and an oversized t-shirt, right? Instead of shirtless with like shorts or
No, I sleep shirtless, but I did have
no, as a kid.
First of all, it's not whitey tighties, it's tighty whiteys. Second of all,
it's whitey tighties.
It's not. It's tidy whiteys.
It's whitey tighties.
No.
Okay. Chat. It's whitey tighties.
It's tidy whiteys. It's not whitey tighty. It's tidy whiteys.
It's whitey tighties.
No. Ask
you know what I got an issue with that I noticed today at the gym? We're trying to beef back up. We're getting after it. I've been eating just ground turkey, just nonstop. I can't fucking stand when there's these guys at the urinal that are obviously just standing there to like prove a point. I show up, the guy's already at the fucking urinal today. I don't know how long he's been there, but it's been more than it takes me 5 seconds to round the corner and get to the urinal. So he's been there for 5 more seconds than me. I take a good pee. I take a good, long, strong pee. I know how much pee is a normal amount of pee. This is probably a little bit more than normal. I pee. I put it away. Guy's still standing there. What are you doing?
Maybe he has a prostate issue.
It was like a young dude.
Shove your finger in there.
No, it's like a young dude trying to prove a point. Like he's trying to be like, oh, I got more piss capacity. You heard the stream?
You still heard the stream?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way you're still pissing, but he's trying to prove a point. I'm more man. I got more piss capacity. Walk away. I'm gonna still be standing here. It's like an alpha move. I don't get it.
You're doing a lot of pickle peeping at the gym locker room. Listen, we're moving on. It's clearly tighty whities. Everybody agrees it's tighty whities. It wasn't even a close vote, and typically these people will side with you for no reason whatsoever. And finally, $1.99 super chat from Kings KO. Big shirt with little draws is crazy, but no, it's not. That's not what Jacob made that shit up. I sleep shirtless with boxer briefs. Jacob just made shit up. Jacob has veneers. All right. Opening up the UFC 328 fight card, we have Clayton Carpenter taking on Jose Ochoa. Clayton Carpenter 8-2 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is riding back-to-back losses. Taking on Jose Ochoa, 8-2 in his career as well, 3-2 in his last 5 as well. Coming off that decision loss to Amosov. Clayton Carpenter's a lot better than people are going to give him credit for. He's a slick grappler. He takes wild chances. He does hunt for submissions. He's a fast-paced guy. He's going to rush forward, immediately sets the tone. He's always hunting for a finish, and even though he is only 8-2 as a professional, so only 10 fights, he was competing his entire life all over the world and won both a gi and a no-gi jiu-jitsu world championship, but even those accolades didn't prevent him from getting subbed by Jaffa Field in his last fight. He's taking on Jose Ochoa, well-rounded guy. He's happy to slug it out or work in some grappling. His takedown defense is just okay, but he does a really good job defending the actual takedown. No pitter-patter bullshit, no fake submissions. He's actually defending the takedowns. He's got finishes on the feet, but that's really more just forward pressure, incredible volume, and not raw power. He is hittable, but he is durable. He's coming off that decision loss to Alvarez, where he was taken down 7 times. He stayed scrappy, never accepted positions, but he couldn't stay on his feet. I do expect this fight to be fun. I think on this fight card, which is loaded top to bottom, this is a great opener. It's not the 2 best guys on the card, but it's definitely a really fun fight.
What would you say one of your best opener? What was your opener to Tiffany? What's your kind of go-to?
I didn't like pick Tiffany up or anything.
Oh, he has a setup on it.
What?
Then they set you guys up, like friends set you guys up or something?
It wasn't a set. Yeah, my friend that I grew up with, I was still living in Connecticut.
Was chain Tiffany to a radiator.
He moved to Dallas.
You lived with her in that bathroom for 6 months, took care of her, and then she fell in love with you, and you let her.
He's a doctor in Dallas. She was a nurse and said, "Hey, I'm taking a travel gig. I have these options," and Connecticut was one of them. She's like, "What do you think?" And he was like, "Go to Connecticut. It's the fall. It's beautiful there.
I got this fucking juicy Guido you're gonna love."
But the people aren't nice.
We're in Jersey, man. This is your stomping town.
She checked out pictures. This is 20-year-old Ange we're talking about. She was like, "Let me see pictures," and she's like, "Okay."
MySpace. She hit up your MySpace.
Let me get his number. Her accent back then was thick as shit. Anyway. We got to stay on.
She scared me day one. First time I ever saw her, she was walking scout, just smoking a dart, just going about her life.
She quit when she got pregnant.
I was like, oh shit, look at this
she didn't give a shit
bitch.
She didn't give a shit back in the day. She quit as soon as we found out we were pregnant, obviously. But yeah, no, she definitely. She is mean, dude. After softball, she was giving me shit, and because we were gonna drink in the parking lot, and she was like, "Oh, so I just have to take care of the kids all by myself, whatever." I was like, "You'll figure it out. You're a big girl." And she the look she gave me, and my buddy Brandon was like, "Whoop!" Just turned his head, started walking in the opposite direction. He was like, "Damn, dude." I was like, "Yeah, she's fine. It'll figure itself out."
She's never been
anyway. Yes, she has. When? I'm picking Clayton Carpenter in this matchup as a dog here. I think the concern here is that Jose Ochoa can be taken down. Jose Ochoa does move forward. He swings wild. He engages. And I think Clayton could just dip under that, shoot the takedowns, stay active. The problem, though, the only reason I haven't really bet on Clayton as a dog is because he doesn't accept or he doesn't maintain the position. He's so eager to find a sub that he's jumping on things. He's chasing shit and he's losing and people are standing back up. I think this looks exactly like Jose Ochoa's last fight. I think he's taken down a whole bunch of times. I think he scrambles back to his feet, and then he just gets taken down again. Clayton Carpenter's going to be the pick, but this should be just a really fun back and forth. I'm expecting some sort of 29-28 situation. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, Clayton Carpenter to me is like a Timu Cody Steele. We just saw Cody Steele last week come in and look absolutely fantastic, good with the hands, but obviously on the ground was the same type of like new age grappler that's coming into the UFC that is like it's like a combat, like it's such an aggressive jiu-jitsu and they're so good at it. And Clayton Carpenter is kind of like that new school, like aggressive style wrestling with the jiu-jitsu, can kind of do everything. And I do worry a little bit that Jose Ochoa is going to play a little bit too much jiu-jitsu. He is coming from the Alvarez camp. What's that fucking... Oh, Shooter Box. He is like, does that. So he does kind of fight like those guys sometimes in the defensive jiu-jitsu. You can tell he really loves the jiu-jitsu. And he almost caught Asu in a few precarious situations for sure. And I think he's actually going to be live for the sub and a guy that might get a little bit desperate in the wrestling because Jose Ochoa is way better in the striking. Like if Clayton Carpenter is like a Timu Cody Steele, if he might be as good in the grappling, he's like way behind in the striking. He strikes very, very stiff, but he thinks he's a good striker. And against a guy like Jose Ochoa, I think it's going to look more like the Cody Djorden fight than the Asu fight. I think Asu is a very high level dude where Clayton Carpenter is more like a Cody Djorden who might be able to get a takedown or so early, but is just getting hit so much on the feet that once the takedown stop working, I think it's going to be really, really bad news for him on the feet. So I actually like the takedown offense of Jose Ochoa. When he wants to sprawl, when he wants to defend, he can do it. But as you mentioned,
he's going to swing and move forward.
Well, yeah, and as you mentioned, it could be too much jiu-jitsu. Like he might just try to keep pulling guillotines and he ends up on his back, and it's a weird fight. But on the feet, he's way, way better. Clayton's going to throw hard, but it's going to be stiff. And Jose's he's a tough dude, good striker, flows well. So I'm pretty confident in Jose this week.
This would be. I'm looking forward to this entire fight card. Honestly, when I sat down to do all the graphics and do all the break, I was like, "Shit, dude, this is a fun fight. This is a great fight. Ooh, I don't know who wins this one." This entire card, top to bottom, is really good, and this fight's going to set the tone. Two guys that get after it. You'll never see a boring Jose Ochoa fight. You won't see a boring Clayton Carpenter fight. I'm expecting these guys to have some fun. I do like Clayton, obviously, as the dog. I might not spend actual money on him because I don't trust the jiu-jitsu control. I do like him in DraftKings at $7,400 because if he's just getting takedown after takedown after takedown, that's going to score really well for him.
I don't know. He's either going to get one takedown and Jose's going to play too much jiu-jitsu, or he's going to get fucking like no takedowns, in my opinion.
Yeah, what's very interesting is the 14% community vote. 14% community vote. The vast majority of people on the Jose Ochoa side. I get it, but I'm going to be on the other side. If you do need a tiebreaker, since Jakey and I are split, go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member. It's freaking $10 for an entire month. 10. Oh, he's $10.
A Peruvian, and Bet Sam's in Peru. Must be a sign.
There we go. Oh, if he takes a dive, we know who to invest.
I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Remember when it was always like, is she saying sun or sign?
It's
I saw the sun. Huh?
Yeah. It's sun, isn't it? I saw the sun.
It's sign.
It's
the song is called Sign.
Like a road sign or like a sign?
I saw the sign.
I thought it was sun. D. Spearman, member for 15 months. Enjoy, you guys. You both are great at what you do. None of it goes unappreciated this way. Keep up the good work. Love, your sexiest subscriber. Listen, that's a crazy. You're going to have to.
The issue is
you're going to have to send Jacob shirtless pictures to verify.
Well, me and D are. That's
you have already verified. Yeah, you've already verified.
That's me, Hermano. I do kind of think we need an updated picture though. He's had that same picture since I think we've been doing We Want Picks. I would like to see a little upgrade him, maybe a little more scruff.
Well, maybe this is exactly what he still looks like. There is a saying,
black don't
Jacob,
crack.
I didn't want to say it. Black don't crack, and dude,
you didn't want to compliment our black brothers and sisters.
Maybe
by saying black don't crack?
Maybe he's like a
Dominican?
A deep Dominican. Yeah, he could be a deep Dominican.
D the Dominican?
It's not the easiest. Like,
que lo que, D?
By the way. But thank you, D. Genuinely appreciate it because I didn't do the recap this week. I tried to tell everybody I'm not doing a recap, but still people were asking about the recap. And coming off of a good week with people being like, where's the recap? It actually felt nice, right? Because it felt like people genuinely were looking for the actual recap content. Coming off a bad week, if I don't do a recap, and I miss like 2 or 3 recaps a year. Coming off the bad week, if I don't do a recap, people are like, where's the recap? It feels like the whole world is like, he doesn't want to show the best. So it was nice to see so many people be like, hey, where is it, man? I just want to hear your thoughts. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member. Next up at UFC 328, we have, I believe, the second biggest favorite on this card, Baisangur Susurkaev, taking on Djorden with a D. Santos. Baisangur 11-0 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5. He is coming off 4 finish wins in a row, taking on Djorden with a D. Santos, 11-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that first UFC win. And I know, I'm positive, a lot of people just saw this matchup and said, oh, I'm going to pick Baisangur. Djorden sucks. And that would be not the best assessment in the world. Baisangur, dangerous guy. We've seen it in all his UFC fights so far. He's a striker. He's got good power everywhere. He does have some flashy techniques. He is an exciting guy to watch. He's made a name for himself with that quick turnaround last year. He fought it on a Tuesday on the Contender Series, turned right back around that following Saturday, just a few days later, and had 2 finish wins in a row. He'll jump, he'll spin, he'll land comfortably. The takedown defense is pretty good, and he's very calm and very confident. He gets put in bad positions against the cage. He doesn't care. He takes his time. He works his way out. He did just beat Eric McConaughey, and you're going to see that it was by finish, but that took a little longer than a lot of people thought it would. Taking on Djorden Santos, well-rounded guy. He's okay everywhere. He's not particularly dangerous. He's not great at any one thing, but he's good. The striking is good. The leg kicks are good. The wrestling is good. He's got better takedown defense than offense, but both of them are pretty solid. He is prepared to take a fight anywhere it needs to go. The problem is anybody very good at one specific thing can probably have success. A very good striker can have success. A very good wrestler can have success. But if you're trying to be good at all the things, he's also good at all the things and probably slightly better. He's coming off that close win over Danny Barlow where he threw 232 strikes. I am still going to pick Baisangur, but I don't think he's worth this money. He's definitely good. He's tough. He's dangerous. He did have some trouble with Eric McConaughey, and he didn't like that Eric McConaughey just kind of moved forward and got in his face. The pressure was the issue, and somebody like Djorden Santos could do the exact same thing. I just mentioned he threw 232 strikes in his last fight. If he does the same here and he stays durable and he moves forward, Baisangur might hate that, and he might not fight as well backing up as he does moving forward. I'm going to pick him. I don't think this is going to be the one-sided beating that these odds are implying, so I'm probably going to stay away bet-wise. I don't even know if I trust a full-blown finish here, despite what he's been doing. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, Angelo, I sat here and I warned the people about Djorden Santos in that Danny Barlow fight. He's a big dog. He's plus 250, plus 300. Everyone's telling me, he's getting knocked out. He lost to Ozzy Diaz. He won that fight, first of all. Second of all, Ozzy Diaz is actually a pretty decent boxer. Like he's a pretty decent boxer, and he was able to get up on Djorden a little bit early. But this dude Djorden, and I tried to warn you against Danny Barlow. This dude's a wild fucking dude. This isn't the guy for Susurkaev to come in and start dancing around and smiling and giggling and all that bullshit he's been doing his last few years. You don't want to fucking do that against Djorden Santos. This dude is an absolute fucking killer. He's an absolute fucking zombie. If you hit him, he just gets fucking pissed off. You can't stop him. He's just one of those fighters that just keeps coming forward and keeps coming forward. And you're like, holy fucking shit. And this isn't just some random Brazilian that's at some small gym in Brazil that is you don't really know how good he's getting or the training. This guy's he's been at ATT for over a year now, and he saw the improvements already kind of just short notice at ATT in that fucking Danny Barlow fight. This guy's got a nice long jab, calf kicks, can move forward, throw the right hand, and even if he's getting hurt, even if he's getting tired, this guy does not fucking stop. This is worst case scenario for Susurkaev because he comes in throwing wild early and isn't landing that knockout shot. And also that long jab starts landing at Djorden Santos and he starts moving downhill and this guy's laughing and giggling and trying to grab Djorden Santos. Djorden Santos ain't going to fucking stand for that fucking shit. He's going to stay in his face. I guarantee that Susurkaev you're going to see him wrestle more in this fight than he's ever fucking wrestled. He should have success in that department. He definitely is good enough offensively to land the big shot. That much is shown, proven. But if he's not landing the big shot early and he starts fucking around, he's going to start eating these jabs and his face is going to be from laughing, thinking it's funny to be holy fuck, I got to get some fucking takedowns to win this fight. I think that he fucks around too much. I like Djorden Santos in this spot. He's an absolute fucking dog. He can eat a shot. He's never going to stop moving forward. But I talk about all the time with the jab. Susurkaev is going to eat a few jabs, think it's funny, and then all of a sudden he's going to eat 3 or 4 more, and then 3 or 4 more, and then that's going to change this fucking fight. If he doesn't get this guy out early or on the ground, I think he's in big fucking trouble. He's going to lose this fight finally with his cocky ass. He's unembedded, training with Chimaev. And he's just like getting the fuck beat. Like everyone just loves him because he's like Chimaev's boy. Chimaev, the highlights for Chimaev just lighting this dude the fuck up. He's terrible defensively.
Wasn't he American top team guy?
I don't know.
He was when he had that, but he was on the Contender Series. Then he fought on the last Chimaev fight, that card in Chicago. And then now I guess he's training with Chimaev, but he was an American top team guy.
Well, this guy eventually is going to ruin every single parlay. It's going to happen. He's talented enough that he's always going to be rated high. But the way that this guy fights and his cocky attitude and stuff, it's going to get him fucking caught eventually. He's going to trip up, and I think this is the time that he's going to do it. Look at the topology. Susurkaev wins 96%. Fuck yeah.
Oh, I'm 100%
not even thinking about it. He smokes this guy. Who's Djorden Santos? They're going to fucking realize who this guy is.
Well, I'm actually 100% sure that people did do that. They snap judged this fight and were like, bang. I still think he wins because he clearly is insanely dangerous. But I don't think, I agree, this minus 550. He struggled with Eric McConaughey. And now Eric just beat Rodolfo Vieira, so Eric doesn't suck. He beat Cody Brundage. He buzzed him. Like, he doesn't suck. But somebody like Baisangur should be blowing through people.
Eric McConaughey just beat Rodolfo, for God's sake.
I just said that.
Oh.
8 seconds ago.
I don't know,
I said it clearly, too. No lisp. I'm only 3 deep. No lisp, nothing. Just said it.
3 deep?
Yeah.
You're like Andre the Giant. Jesus.
1, 2. And then 3.
Fuck.
No, this could get dicey. This is 13 fights. This could get dicey towards the end. This comment had me laughing. AI-generated names. Baisangur, Susurkaev.
It's funny that you misspelled this
Santos.
On the last graphic, too. You had a Djorden Santos. Is that because it's just the same graphic somehow?
Oh, my God.
You did it twice. You got against Danny Barlow. It's the exact same typo. It's like fucking Groundhog Day.
NOTS?
Yeah.
It's got to be my right hand moves faster than my left. NASANT.
Yeah, I wonder why your right hand is more active than your left, Angelo. I can't imagine a reason for that.
No, it's actually my right hand does the N and the O. So, I don't know what that's all about. Whoopsie. Guys, if you want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, Jacob and I are split here, and I imagine most people are not going to be on the Santos side. But if you want to use the tools, you want to see what the AI has to say, if you want to check what actually Bet Sam, who is on our website, is the #1 underdog picker on planet Earth right now, verified by people with a lot more free time than me. Check out who he picked in this fight. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It's freaking $10. $10. WeWantPicks.com. Next up, at UFC 328, we have Patrick Sabatini taking on Billy Gomis. Pat Sabatini, 21-5 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's on a 3-fight win streak, taking on Billy Gomis, 15-3 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, coming off yet another decision win. Pat Sabatini's a dangerous grappler. He's got good wrestling, solid pressure when he's on top. His grappling is incredible. He takes you down. You're kind of stuck there. You're not doing too much to get out of there. His grappling is incredible. He's always live for a submission. He does have technical striking, but he is stiff. He can be hit, and he has been chinny in the past. He's averaging almost 5 takedowns per fight and only landing 2 significant strikes per minute, which is well below, not just kind of well below the average. And that's because this dude's not really trying to strike. He is shooting immediately and grappling his ass off. That data tells you he's always looking to grapple. And he did that in his last fight. He took down Chepe Mariscal 7 times. And I know I said that he's got great control, and that may imply he doesn't have great control. But Chepe is an absolute dog who doesn't sit still, wrestle at a very high level. Taking on William Gomis. Pretty well-rounded guy himself. He can strike. He can grapple. He outworks a lot of people. It's hard to label him as any one thing because he is good everywhere. He's got good Muay Thai striking. He's an opportunistic grappler. He's not really implementing a grapple-heavy game plan, but he will snatch things up in scrambles. The criticism on him, though, is that he's low volume. He has 90 minutes of cage time, and he still lands fewer than 4 significant strikes per minute. He's coming off the decision win over Robert Ruchula, where it was a technical showcase, and we got to see the chin. That dude got blasted a few times, and the chin was fine. Still low volume. Pat Sabatini dog-walked Chepe Mariscal, and that shocked me. I have not been high on Pat in the past. At one point in time, Pat Sabatini, like Jacob was his biggest fan. Jacob was like, this kid's the future. He's incredible. And then we watched him have a couple of downslides.
I had to pick him as he was the guy that when I did my lock of the week, I said, no matter what, he's going to be a lock of the week. I don't care who he's fighting. I don't care if he's the favorite. I don't care anything. He's going to be the lock of the week. And then I had to pick against him with Diego after the uppercut from.
It was a knee. It was a knee.
Whatever it was,
the hair transplant.
So we've been up and down with
Damon Jackson.
Yeah, Damon Jackson.
Yeah, that was Damon Jackson just ran across the cage. A knee right up the middle knocked him out. Diego Lopez did the same. He got dropped real bad. Who dropped him real bad? And he subbed him with the heel hook. So he was
Jamal
labeled
Emmers,
as
right?
Jamal Emmers. That's right. He was labeled as chinny, and maybe he is chinny. But both of those knockouts,
he ate a fucking clean head kick from Cheppy. Did you see that on my Twitter?
I did not. But both of those knockouts were flash, like the first 3 seconds of the fight came running across, and that happened. That's not how William Gomis fights. William Gomis wants to stay on the outside. He wants to be technical. There's plenty of time for Pat Sabatini.
He just starts walking away. Bang!
Yeah, he did just eat that, huh? He didn't even.
It was at the end of the round. It split him open.
Yeah,
it split him open, but he fucking just looked at him. He's just like, wham!
But he has looked incredible as of late. The wrestling has really leveled up. He was always a good wrestler before, but what he did to Chepe finally brought me back to Pat Sabatini camp, and I think that's what we get here. I think he can move forward, take William Gomis down. Williams, like, slow, technical bullshit isn't going to be enough. I think you need to threaten with power to have some success against Pat, and that's not William Gomis. Staying on the outside, staying technical. Pat's just going to shoot a takedown, shoot another takedown, shoot a takedown, shoot another takedown. And I think we're getting some pretty good odds on here at -220. So Pat's going to be the pick, and I'm definitely more confident than these odds are in him. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, this feels like Gomis is either going to like land a knee or a head kick, basically, like on his way, like on an entry or something.
Like,
on an entry. Otherwise, he's probably going to get pushed back, and Pat's probably going to get the takedowns and the control. Like, he's just next level when it comes to the wrestling and the control. He's got okay entries. He still is probably a little bit overconfident in his hands. You saw I just showed that clip of him like just walking with his hands down, getting head kicked and stuff. And there was some weird moments where he was like doing some big overhand rights, and I think like a spinning back fist and stuff. It's like, let's calm that down. Just nice, smart pressure. William is comfortable fighting off his back foot, so he will back up to the fence. Just nice, smart pressure, little feint, level change, get your takedown. And the control is just unbelievable from Pat. You even saw that Cheppy is like a really, really good scrambler. Like, will do everything, and he was still
and a dog.
Yeah, and he was able to just kind of beats you to every single position. And I mean, we saw against Francis Marshall, like, William Gomis is not a pussy. He's not a bitch, even on the ground. Like, he was almost submitted against Francis Marshall, just fucking like tough that shit out. But if Pat's getting in stuff like that, you know, Pat's probably going to submit him. But I'm not saying it's all submission or whatever. He could win a decision, stuff like that. Just kind of we've seen Pat do that as well. So, but yeah, I just think Williams probably going to land a knee, or he isn't. And then if he's not, you know, I think it's priced pretty right. You know, -200 feels about right.
If
I mean, he could look -500.
I think that's what it looks like. I don't think this is an exciting fight by any means. This actually will probably bring the energy down quite a bit in the arena, but I think it's dominant.
And that's kind of a hometown fight for him. You know, it's a little down the road. He's a Philly guy. That's what? How far is that, Mr. New Jersey? That's
like an hour. 2 hours, maybe.
Is it really?
It's like 2 hours. I guess we're in Newark, so yeah, 2 hours.
Oh yeah, an hour 15. Look at that. So it's literally, it's like right down the road. So it's almost a home fight for Pat Sabatini.
The one thing that doesn't concern me is he is the hometown-ish guy. So if he comes in here being like, I'm gonna knock this fool out, it's like, you know, maybe not. Like, just get the win, maybe. Like, just focus on the actual win.
I think it'll just make him more,
not
more
the other
aggressive
pieces.
on the ground. I think aggressive on the ground is more his style.
I hope so. I'm pretty confident in Pat here. I've got some bets on him, as do some others. So if you want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, you want to see what the AI has to say about this fight, you want to see what we got going on, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. It's freaking $10. Never raise the price. 3 years in, all we've done is add tools, add features, add functions, add cappers. We added the greatest better that this space has ever seen. Still $10. WeWantPicks.com. Couple super chatterinos $5 super chat for a Prada T30. If they auction off Ilya Taporia's White House fight worn cup, what would your max bid be?
10,000.
All right. If they auctioned off Mackenzie Dern's fight worn top against Verna, what would your max bid be?
I'm not a pervert, Angelo. Okay.
If they
I'm not going to try and let you paint me into on Cinco de Mayo where we have, I mean, there's going to be hundreds of Latinas watching something like this. First, I'd like to say hola.
Hola.
Me llamo Jacob and me gusta Latinas y huevos.
Huevos rancheros.
So don't try to pin me down into some sort of sex pervert like you, Angelo. What would you pay for Mackenzie Dern's used panties?
That ain't me. No.
Oh yeah.
Well, so you just said you'd pay $10,000 for a man's cup. That's what I'm trying to figure out here. Where that sits on the spectrum of
that's not pervert stuff. That's just weird. I'd rather anybody can be weird and they're fine.
It's definitely not pervert stuff. No, you're right. It's not pervert. You wouldn't. At no point would you wear it on your face like a Halloween mask pretending to be Bane. At no point would you do that. That would not happen.
I was sniffing Daniel Bairez's shirt.
Oh God! Is the neck hole all stretched? This shit.
I wore one stream.
The biggest head in the UFC.
I threw that bad boy on.
A couple random comments that stood out to me. You can't pick Gomis on Cinco de Mayo. Is Pat Sabatini fucking Mexican? I don't understand.
Whoa!
What the hell does this have to do with anything? It's a Mexican holiday. Neither one of these gentlemen are Mexican. Picking an American is the same as actually. It's probably worse picking an American than a French.
That's the French. The Cinco de Mayo is about them getting their independence from a French war. You idiot! It's the history of it.
Then my bad. What is it that when we stole Texas? What is that?
What? The
Gomis,
Alamo? Did you remember it?
Gomis is going to kill people's parlays again like he did against Brito. Brito lost that fight. That was some hometown judging. That was definitely a Brito win.
Cinco de Mayo is an annual celebration held on May 5th to celebrate Mexico's victory over the Second French Empire in the Battle of Puebla in 1862.
What's the day? Yeah, my bad for not knowing history, guys. My bad on that. What's the Day of the Dead?
Whoa, what?
What day? What's the Day of the Dead? I thought that was Cinco de Mayo. I don't know why I thought that was Cinco de Mayo. Well,
it's in November.
Oh, all right.
Day of the Dead is they did
that's what turned into Halloween.
Well, actually it was a pagan holiday. And we can get into religion.
I basically live in Mexico. I should know these
stealing pagan situations to try to convert people. But that's why I think the Noche had some like Day of the Dead, because wasn't that ended up being in? No, I guess it was September.
No, that's another.
But they still had like the Day of the Dead, like mariachi girls or whatever, fucking mamacitas.
How many times have they earned their freedom? Because that's what Noche is. That's another freedom card.
They get multiple 4th of Julys.
Do they just keep getting snatched back up and they got to free themselves again? I should have paid attention in school. $3.49 New Zealand. I dig that. $23.84. How much for Amanda Nunes's fight worn cup?
What are you laughing at? Like you are a pervert or something. These questions disgust me, but you think they're funny.
Do you not get it? I don't think you get it.
Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah.
I dig that. No, Jacob doesn't get it.
I think she's a beautiful woman.
Unless you explain it
explicitly. Shouldn't have a cock and balls.
Oh my God.
As you're insinuating.
I can't believe you said
think
that.
She's
no,
beautiful.
I thought I didn't even put that together. Next up at UFC 328, we have a Strikers D-Lat. We have Roman Kopylov taking on Marco Tulio. Roman Kopylov.
Oh boy, everyone hold on.
I'm on 4.
Hold on, everybody.
Dude, imagine I did one per breakdown and I was 13 deep by the time we got to
a guy just tweeted me and said, in Mexico, we don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo. I said, you do now.
Guess what, boy?
Is that true?
What the fuck? Well, why would he lie? That'd be a weird thing to lie about.
I don't know. And then is this cultural appropriation for me right now?
Was that a stroke? Roman Kopylov, 14-5 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He is on a 2-fight skid, taking on Marco Tulio, 14-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He is coming off that first UFC loss. This is a striker delight. Roman Kopylov is a very good kickboxer. He has professional kickboxing experience, picks his shots well, then he settles in, he weaves together nice combinations. His UFC record's not great. It's 6-5, but if you look through who he's beaten and who he's lost to, outside of Paulo Costa, he's basically beat everybody that he can outstrike. People not looking to take him down can typically have some trouble on the feet. He is a much better offensive fighter than he is defensive fighter. And you can see that in the negative striking differential. He's coming up that second loss in a row, this time to Gregory Rodriguez. He's taking on Marco Tulio, a good striker in his own right, but also a solid grappler. Striking's diverse, plenty of power, volume solid. He's not chaotic. He takes his time. He finds his spots. He works at distance. He's got good leg kicks. He also has very good grappling, and he can use that to get the fight to the ground. And then on the ground, he's either hunting for a submission or ground and pound. He's coming off that knockout loss to Christian Leroy Duncan, where he seemed to be a step behind in striking. There was some wild spinning technique that ended up finding its spot. I didn't have to do a ton of research here to go back to the Contender Series fight where Marco Tulio was a straight-up wrestler. And he out-wrestled the giant Yorsi Belaguri, who has been having a ton of success in the UFC. He was able to get in, take that dude down, and win the fight using the forward pressure, the grappling. He has good enough striking to get you worried up top, and then good enough grappling to get you to the ground. And that's how he won that fight, and I think that's how he can win this fight. I don't think it's going to be plan A. I don't think Marco's coming in here saying, I'm going to grapple, but I think he's going to strike for a little bit, and if he gets hit a few times and he doesn't love it, then he will grapple. He's coming off his first career knockout. He's coming off that first finish loss in the UFC, and he has really good wrestling, and Roman can be taken down. Marco's going to be the pick. He has more ways to win this fight, and I fully understand why this line did the wild flip that it did do, because he has a backup plan. Roman has no backup plan whatsoever. Marco is going to be the pick.
Yeah, Kopylov is the better wrestler, so I don't know what kind of breakdown that was. He can try and wrestle this guy. You saw Gregory Rodriguez. Who do you think would be a better wrestler, Marco Tulio or fucking Gregory Rodriguez? Gregory Rodriguez tried to shoot on this guy Kopylov a few times and got fucking thrown onto his fucking back a few times as well. He's not going to fucking wrestle Roman Kopylov. Marco Tulio looked good in that Contender Series fight. That was before UFC knew how to defend the takedowns, definitely like he does in this day. And that what was almost set Yursi on that path. Like, you want to talk about the butterfly effect. Him out wrestling that guy set him on the path to learn wrestling, and now he looks like a fucking contender. He fought Tresean Gore and looked good, but Tresean Gore is almost like a Timu JDM the way that he fights. Like, just kind of stands in front of you with a high guard. Tulio has a nice one too, with splitting the guard with against Tresean, but he was getting teed up. Yeah, but he was getting beat up as well. He got clipped a couple of times by Tresean Gore, comes in against CLD and was just like completely fucking overwhelmed, looked fucking awful, and got put out fucking cold. Like, that wasn't a fucking like, oh, he got caught, a little TKO, but he was got put out fucking cold. So yeah, I think he is going to come in and maybe try to wrestle, because this isn't a guy that just stands in front of you. Roman Kopylov, yeah, he lost to Gregory Rodriguez. Gregory Rodriguez is fucking really good, and he almost knocked out Gregory Rodriguez in that third round, and he was throwing him across the fucking cage when Gregory was shooting a takedown, like just fucking grabbing him and just fucking, and Gregory, if you don't know, is like a really high-level wrestler, like a really, really good wrestler, and was getting fucking sent. Yeah, he lost against Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa has looked fucking even better than he did in that Kopylov fight, and Kopylov still showed his toughness. Like, he's going to hang in there. He's going to stay at range and play his game. He's seen in the past, he has mixed in takedowns before to win fights. I love Roman Kopylov in this spot. Like, I think he probably should be the favorite. I think he's going to keep the range. He's a rangy southpaw. Again, we just saw that with JDM. He could play, he switched stance and tried to play southpaw to get the jab going. But Marco Tulio doesn't do that. He's just going to try and throw that jab. That jab's not there. The jab doesn't set up the right hand. Now he's trying to wrestle. He can't wrestle. I like Kopylov. I think he's the more dangerous guy. I think he's a very durable guy. He's always going to be moving forward, in my opinion. And, I love the value for Kopylov this week.
I get picking Kopylov as a dog. By no means am I wildly confident in Marco Tulio, and if you go check our bets at the website, I don't have a bet on Marco Tulio. I do like him to win this fight. I appreciate that he has multiple avenues to success here. You mentioned he got pieced up by Tresean Gore. That's because he was beating the shit piss out of Tresean Gore. So all defense went out the window because he's like, dude, I've got this guy 99% knocked out. I'm just going to keep moving forward and swinging. And he did get knocked out by Christian Leroy Duncan. Christian Leroy Duncan came in with a wild spinning technique. A wild spinning technique, just bang, caught him and put him out. So I get what you're saying. I get it. A wild spinning technique put him out, which that only makes me more confident that he made.
He was getting beat up before that. He just got caught by that. He was getting fucking beat up by CLD.
And if I just
didn't belong.
I ran through, because on WeWantPicks.com, you can see statistics from every single fight, every single fighter, all that. And I'm on the website. I'm looking at the stats. Carl Roberson took down Roman Kopylov. Albert Duraev took down Roman Kopylov. And the next person who even tried to take him down, we go all the way to Anthony Hernandez, who took him down 3 times. That one I'm not going to include because Fluffy was able to take down a bunch of people. But I do think there is a path here. I think Marco's takedown offense is good enough when it's hidden behind his striking. I'm going to pick Marco. Jacob's on the Kopylov side. I fully get Kopylov being a very good underdog here. If you do need a tiebreaker, WeWantPicks.com. We have multiple tiebreakers. We have an artificial intelligence. We have BetSam, who was just officially crowned the underdog picking king. We got Jacob.
Both those guys are probably 1 win away from fighting for the fucking belt.
Who?
Gregory. He had his moments on all those fights. Yeah, Gregory and Paulo Costa.
Yeah, Gregory's probably a little farther back, but I don't hate it. But he had success in the 3rd round when Gregory fades like crazy.
He was tossed. Like I said, Gregory shot a takedown the 1st round. He got fucking sent on his back. Same thing happened in like the 2nd or 3rd round. Just gets fucking thrown around.
WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. Super chat $1.99 from O Fisher 1712. No comment here, but we appreciate the super chat very much. And then one comment from J-Dubs Sports Cards. Unfortunately, J-Dubs, you are wrong. He's talking about the odds for Marco Tulio, because you can see here he opened at plus 190, and he's saying, well, on Bet Online, he opened at minus 25. That's just not correct. Every website that tracks what the opening odds were and the current odds will show you very, very clearly he opened as a substantial underdog. That's just not correct. That might be when you saw it with your eyes, but just because that's when you saw it doesn't mean that's what it opened at.
Look at it. Look at it with your eyes. What's that from, anyway?
Isn't that There Will Be Blood? Is that Daniel Day-Lewis saying it?
I've never seen that movie.
Okay. Next up, at UFC 328, we have Jersey boy Jim Miller taking on Jared Gordon. Jim Miller, 38.
He's a Jersey guy?
Jim Miller? Yeah, but not... Jersey's a big fucking state.
Guy.
No,
did you just say, hold on. Say that again.
Jersey's not a small state. It's long as hell. Look at a map. It's crazy long, and Jersey's got country like a motherfucker. Jersey has a ton of money by New York City.
New Jersey is the 4th smallest state in the entire United States. Only Connecticut, Delaware, and fucking Rhode Island are smaller than New Jersey.
So
are you a retard?
I'm from the Northeast, so it's bigger than my state. It's bigger than Rhode Island, and it's bigger than Delaware. Pretty big fucking state.
You live in Texas. You can drive through an entire New Jersey in like 2.5 hours. You should know how tiny that is in comparison.
In comparison to Texas, but you're talking about, because your mind, I know what your mind is. Your mind is all of Jersey is blowouts and hair gel, and that's not true. Half of Jersey
is country. Is.
Jersey has finance money from New York City. It does have the shore, and it's got a whole bunch of woodsmen.
Jim Millers.
A whole bunch of woodsmen.
Woodsmen in New Jersey. Fuck out of here.
Somebody said Vermont is bigger. See, let's go by population. There's Vermont, where the men are men and so are the women. Ugliest people on this planet are from Vermont. That place sucks.
Don't they have syrup?
Okay. The best thing that comes out of Vermont is tree
you
blood.
Love syrup.
Tree blood. The best thing that comes out of Vermont.
I don't know if you would survive. There's not enough insulin in the world to keep you satisfied without syrup.
Stop saying syrup. It's sear up.
It's syrup.
It's not syrup. You were wrong about the tighty whities. You're wrong about this too.
It's syrup.
Jim Miller, on task Ange, they call me. Jim Miller, 38-19. This dude has been.
Get to the picks. Get to the picks. You guys know.
An astonishing 42 years old and still viable. He's not getting knocked out left and right. He doesn't look old as shit. He's starting to slow down, but he doesn't look 42 years old. He has the most amount of fights in UFC history, the most amount of wins in UFC history. He's the only fighter to have ever fought at UFC 100, 200, and 300. And he has said he wants to fight at UFC 400. And as you know by now, good grappler, clean boxer, the wrestling's just okay. But at 42 years old, he's not really adapting or changing. And we saw that in the loss to Chase Hooper. That was just literally new school BJJ versus the old school BJJ, and the new school won that fight. He's taking on Djorden. He's not young either, but he's not nearly as old. He's 38, so 4 years younger in this matchup. Decent wrestler, good high volume striker.
Keep him out of the parking lots.
He wants to come forward. Man. He throws it.
Did that car jump a curb, or is he in the street and got ran over?
No, he said he was. So what what Jacob's referencing is Jared was hit by a car before his last fight, which is why he had a knee brace on and why he got TKO'd standing.
Would never happen if we had countrywide Waymos.
He was I believe he was in a parking garage and was walking behind a car that backed out, and the car backed in. He didn't actually get hit by the car. The car backed up.
It sounds like you were there. Were you in the car?
He explained it. The tire stopped on his foot. And when the tire stopped on his foot, he went to pull, like just natural pull his leg. So his knee was like, because his foot stayed where the fuck it was. There was a whole ass car on it. And it twisted his knee. And then somebody commented on YouTube, because I talked about this in my quick picks, and they said, how was he cleared the fight? This happened like at 10 o'clock at night on Friday. The medical clearances happen on on Friday at the weigh-ins. That's it. You don't get checked by a doctor again. From that point forward, you just get the commission that's just making sure when your hands are wrapped.
Were you driving the car? You were an Uber driver. That
I
happened,
bet on
and you
Jared.
got banned off Uber because you almost.
That's why I'm not allowed on Uber. I still don't know why I'm not allowed on Uber, but fuck him.
Yeah, how about that? We both had bets on Djorden being like, oh yeah, this Rafa guy kind of sucks. That actually win looks pretty good now. Like, all right, I guess the loss doesn't look quite as bad. Just sitting there in San Antonio, all of a sudden this guy takes his pants off. He's got the biggest knee brace on I've ever seen. It looks like he just went across the street to CVS to buy that thing right before the fight started.
That is what he did.
Yeah, it was like fucking, we're like, what the hell is going on here? Then he gets knocked out. We're like,
why am I struggling to open this? There we go.
oh
To
my
Jared's
God.
knee. We're gonna pour one out for Jared's
Why didn't
knee.
why didn't you crack it like this?
My fingernails. What did I do?
You like put your, like, I've never seen that before. You put like your thumb underneath it or something. Just crack it like this.
I don't know.
The
We'll
hell?
see on the next one. I don't know what you're talking about. We'll see on the next one. Listen, I don't think Jim
You're
Miller
so
should be.
northeast.
What?
You're
I don't
like
think
so northeast.
I don't think Jim Miller should be a 3-1 dog almost. Because you understandably have to throw out Jared Gordon's last fight. And even if you throw that fight out the window and you look at his other fights, outside the Paddy Pimblett robbery, I haven't really seen Jared dominate, right? He's gotten screwed in a couple of really close fights, Paddy, Nasrat, but I've never seen him just absolutely run through people other than that knockout a couple of fights ago. But I have a fight here with Jim Miller, who's got all the experience in the world, a really tough guy. He can wrestle, he can grapple, he can hang. Jared Gordon, similarly aged, probably a little faster, a little cleaner. So I am picking Jared Gordon here. But the idea that Jim Miller can't hang on the feet seems something that you can dismiss. The idea that Jim Miller is just going to stand there and let Jared dot him up at distance seems a little crazy to me. So I am going to pick Jared Gordon here because I do think, like, literally the 4-year age difference might be a half a second faster on the jab, a half a second faster to get his hips down to defensive takedowns. But Jared, he's good. He's not insanely dangerous. Jim Miller is insanely tough. This is a relatively competitive fight. And if these odds continue to widen, I don't think Jim Miller plus 3.5 is the worst bet in the world. I am going to pick Jared Gordon here, but outside of a round line over, which the only reason I didn't do a round line over is because they are old and anything can happen. And Jim Miller, I don't know if you know this. Here's the statistic, Jacob. Jim Miller, Jersey boy, has fought in New Jersey 7 times. He has 3 wins, 3 losses, 1 no contest. The 3 losses were all finishes. Don't love that. Jared Gordon's the pick. The over is probably going to be the lean. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, my toughest internal debate this week has been on two guys and whether I bet them, maybe I parlay them together, and we'll find some action Saturday for the streams. But it's Jared Gordon and King Green, because it's like they both should win their fights, but you can definitely see like weird paths to victories. Let me redo that. You can definitely see weird paths to victories for both of the guys, and we'll get to the King fight when we get there, but like Jared Gordon should win this fight. Like he should be able to just outbox a 42-year-old who at times was getting outboxed by, Chase Hooper. Now Chase is a long rangey southpaw. It's a little bit of a different fight, but
20 years younger, literally.
Yeah, you could see like Jim just isn't like, not that he was like the best boxer in the world anyway, but like Jared, he should be the better, like if he's not getting hit by a car, he should be the better fighter. He should win this fight. Like that's why the odds are what they are. But if he starts fucking around, Jim Miller comes in, lands a shot, Jared shooting takedowns, Jim's still got that nasty fucking guillotine. He's still going to have a little bit of a pop to his shots. He's motivated, He just talked about, and it's the reason why I'm not going to bet him this week. Like I was looking for a reason. I was going to place that bet. The reason I'm not betting Jared Gordon this week is basically out of respect for Jim Miller. He talked about this week, like he had a long layoff because I think his 14-year-old son had like a rare form of cancer that they were trying to get, treatment and stuff for. So he was really kind of going through it. And he said, I kind of put off my plans now to fight at UFC 400. I'm just kind of focusing on the now and whatever. And I think he even talked about like financial struggles of all the treatments and stuff like that. So, out of like respect for Jim, basically, I'm not going to put $1 on Jared Gordon. I'll probably play Jim Miller in some capacity Saturday. Sounds like the son's fine now. They got through it. But it's tough. A guy, legend like that's going through something like that. But he's here. I think everything's good for right now, and I'll be pulling for him. But I gotta pick Jared Gordon as a pick because he should just be the better fighter. But be rooting for Jim for sure.
100% to be rooting for him. If he didn't lose by finish in all of his losses in New Jersey, then I'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's ride with Jim Miller. But it's like, dude, he's getting finished at home.
Yeah, this might be a situation like you were worried about, like Pat Sabatini. This could be the one where Jim's, extra motivated coming in, trying to chase something. Yeah, and Jared just kind of sticks him with something.
And outside of just being a little slower, he hasn't looked his age. I mean, you know what I mean? He's not getting crazy tired. He's not getting knocked out left and right. He hasn't looked Tony Ferguson used up. But he is 42, which is a little past.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's a little past the
Imagine
prime
being 42. That's old as fuck.
As a professional fist fighter, yeah, a little old. $6,900.
Old for Earth.
It's not old for Earth. $6,900 in DraftKings Fantasy. If you do want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, we have a fight simulator. It simulates fights 100,000 times.
I think technically it is old as fuck. Like most things don't live like more than a year, probably. What's the average? What do you think the average? Here, let's quiz this up.
The
average age of all life on Earth. Like if you took in every insect,
plants?
everything, every whatever, and what do you think the average age is of death or life? I guess before death, it's got to be less than a year. It's got to be fucking.
Well, no, there's a lot of trees, dude. Trees live hundreds.
No, I'm talking about like
that's life, dickhead.
Okay. Tell that to a vegan who just chomps them down all the time. They chomp down plants and stuff all the time. They don't consider
that blue-haired bitch is eating life. She's a murderer.
They did show something like a few weeks ago about like
they could feel pain or something.
Yeah,
right.
There was some organ. I can't remember. It was like whatever, but it's got to be like fucking like less than a day.
If we're not including plants and you are including like bugs, then yeah, no, it's less. If you're including bugs and not plants, it's less than a month, dude. Don't fruit flies live 24 hours? There's got to be a gazillion of those fucking things.
Yeah, but I think even flies are like a few days. Average age of life on Earth.
It's not going to answer correctly. It's going to give you the like age of Earth. Yeah, no, we'll listen in silence while Jacob looks up this fucking science experiment randomly in the middle of this breakdown.
Yeah, how do you look that up?
Yeah, it's not going to. AI is not going to.
Am I the first person to ever ask that question?
AI is not going to know maybe do mammals, insects, and then average those out. But how do you average those?
I said average age of life on Earth of all living things.
What did it say?
Just give me fucking humans.
And what's the average age of human?
In 2023, it was 73 years old.
Damn.
That's global.
That's solid.
Yeah, I mean, you're more than halfway there, but sure.
Couple of super chatterinos. I dig that. 2384, 349 New Zealand. You know what else is long, Ange? Ask Amanda Nunes. I don't get it.
Oh my God. How do you get the other one? You don't get that one.
Thank you. Oddly enough, Amanda Nunes was the last UFC fight here in Dallas. Kind of fucking crazy. It's been that long. Thank you for the super chat. Genuinely appreciated. 279 Canadian from Big Maple Bets. Crazy Kev is way older than 24 hours. Oh, yeah. On the insect spectrum, he's definitely a little older than most insects for sure.
What kind of insect do you think he is?
What's the smallest, most annoying one?
Mosquito, I guess.
Probably cockroach, because he just doesn't
you
go
could call
away.
him like a bloodsucker too, if you wanted to.
No,
if you wanted to be mean about him.
All the women that are like this dude.
He tried to attack. I still can't believe he like randomly went after me one day. I've been nothing but complimentary.
He'll do anything for engagement. We're not like
that. Is like the funny thing about
anything for engagement.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to brag too much, but I have over. I'm going to say this number, and it's not going to sound believable, but it is the truth. I have over 20,000. Even saying out loud, it sounds ridiculous, but I have over 20,000 followers on X now. So now I am getting the random hate of like,
oh yeah,
this is the worst. This is the worst person ever. This is the worst. It's like, what? I don't even do anything. I don't even engage in any drama. I don't attack people. I've talked about Crazy Kev, talking about like I appreciate his hard work. The guy works hard. I've never attacked anybody in my life except for that son of a bitch AJ because he fucking jacked my lock of the week shit.
Bar for bar too. He stole it bar for bar.
Bar for bar.
Like
that's a great line, Angelo.
Same cadence, same hard cut.
He was swagger jacking.
Yeah, literally every single piece. I actually like him. But
yeah, I don't get into. But now that I have over 20,000, I'm starting to get that random like he's the worst person ever, and it's like, what do I? I'm like
the internet's not real.
I'm the most normal guy. I was up at 2 a.m. Saturday just hanging out with you guys just so you could have a friend to watch fights with.
You're a scammer.
It's like, what's going? What am I doing? What is I?
You're a scammer, and the bets.
You say fuck me.
The bets you say fuck me for? Fuck you. You're a scammer, and the bets that you are placing literally live with a share screen. That's a fake. That's fake too. I don't believe you. You're a fucking piece of shit because you have more followers than me and you worked for it. So I hate you. $10 super chat from Brutus Fanboy 12345. Do you guys? Oh my.
Ooh, here we go.
I didn't even get.
Here we go.
This
is the stuff we need to get to.
Do you guys think human minds should be trapped in a giant planet-sized computer matrix? Okay. Resurrected as androids or resurrected in the flesh as part of sapient singularity? Jesus.
You go first, Angelo.
I think I'm good with you die and you're gone. Not everybody should be able to live forever or come back. There's a lot of fucked people around. And there are a lot of amazing people that die too soon, and we just experienced that here. But we can't be bringing them all back. Especially as robots. You can't do it as robots. You out of your fucking mind? That can't happen. Flesh isn't terrible, but what about there's too many people? There's too many people. There's too many people. We'll run out of shit. What do you think?
We need affordable sex robots. Like they're making the sex robots, but they're still good thousands of dollars. I've looked into it, all this type of stuff. We need to get the pricing down on the sex robots, and that'll solve most of the world's issues.
That will.
If we can get affordable sex robots into every home in America, fuck the $2,000 rebate checks and all this type of stuff. If we put a sex robot into every single home into America, crime will drop.
Just send everyone a
violent crimes will drop. Every bad thing about the people on Twitter will be much happier. People won't just hate people randomly. If you knew that you just had a nice little fucking sex robot to go to, you're good. And the world is a better place.
I don't get involved in drama. Literally almost called Michelle Pajeda's divorce. That is.
Yeah, I got thrown into that. I didn't want to be a part of that.
That is funny though.
I didn't start. If I wanted to start that, I would have started it in October. I put that post out in October. Drama didn't happen until January, February. I would have been like, ooh, I thought he was married. I didn't fucking, all of a sudden I was getting DMs and scared out of my mind.
That was great.
I couldn't sleep for weeks.
Speaking of going to sleep, we got Grant Dawson taking on Mateusz Rebecki. I might fall asleep doing this breakdown. We have objectively the most boring fighter on the UFC roster fighting one of the most exciting fighters on the UFC roster, which in my opinion is horrific matchmaking. If Grant Dawson wins this fight, what do you do with Mateusz Rebecki? The most exciting guy in this division for sure, potentially on the roster. We're going to cut him and let the walking equivalent of drying paint keep his job? What are we doing? Horrible matchmaking. Let Grant Dawson get rid of horrible, boring fighters, and let's let Mateusz Rebecki do his thing and have some fun. Either way, we got Grant Dawson taking on Mateusz Rebecki, 23-3 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He was just knocked out in his last fight. Taking on Mateusz Rebecki, 20-4 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. Riding back-to-back losses. While I am going to have always been and will always continue to be a Grant Dawson hater, he seems like a genuinely nice dude. He's just so fucking boring to watch fight. And I am a wrestler, and I appreciate wrestling. It's not even fun wrestling. It's just
you got your camera up yet? Your second camera?
No, that's why I texted you. You didn't answer me.
What?
I texted you saying, did you use an extension cable?
Okay. Yeah, okay. And what did you just say? I didn't do what?
Did you reply to that?
Oh, because he just made a wild fucking accusation, but you want to walk it back now, buddy? I'll pull it up right now.
I'm going to scroll up and check. When did we text a lot. Jesus Christ.
We have been,
Yeah, I can't find that right now.
Oh,
Grant Dawson is not a fun guy to watch. But a lot of that has to do with the fact that he's dominant. There are a lot of fun wrestlers out there because they can't keep you on the ground. Grant Dawson gets you to the ground. You're kind of stuck there. Yes?
Yeah. Here, let me screenshot it. So the rest of our...
Yeah, so you don't accidentally show some other shit. Grant Dawson.
You sent a text and I didn't respond.
I didn't think it was a response.
For the second camera, did you use a USB extender? Yeah.
Well, thanks for the details. All right. My bad on that. I didn't see. Yeah, somehow.
And you have to wonder what else he's lying about with his addictions, with his pornography addiction. Which, with his homosexuality, closeted homosexuality. What else is he lying about, guys?
Nothing.
You can't trust a single thing this guy says about his personal life and sexuality.
Just those lies. Here's the thing. Grant Dawson is a tough watch, but he is dominant if he gets the takedowns. If he doesn't get the takedowns, can be a bit chinny. We just saw that in his last fight. Taking on Mateusz Rebecki. Mateusz Rebecki is also a really good wrestler, but chooses to stand there and slug it out. The problem with Mateusz Rebecki is he wears damage. His eyes are swollen shut within the first 30 seconds of a fight. But he will continue to move forward. He will continue to dog. He doesn't care what is happening. You are not getting Mateusz Rebecki out of there. He's fought some of the toughest people in the division. He is one of the toughest people in the division, but he did just lose his last fight, even though Ludwig Klein broke his ankle. And that's what that third round rally was. Listen, this fight is either you think Grant Dawson gets the takedowns or you don't. And that's it. If Grant Dawson gets the takedowns in every single round, then Grant Dawson can bore us to sleep and then brag about getting another win. Or Mateusz Rebecki, who never accepts any positions, Mateusz Rebecki, who dogs every fight out, Mateusz Rebecki, who's trying to take everybody's head off in every single exchange, doesn't accept positions, tries to take his head off in every exchange, and potentially connects. It is one side or the other. I do not think this is a competitive fight. I think whoever wins dominates. Mateusz Rebecki either stuffs that first takedown and then knocks Grant stupid, or Grant gets him to the ground, does have to work a little bit because Mateusz isn't going to accept the position. Has to do a little bit of scrambling, but he's got good control here. I am going to pick Mateusz Rebecki because I just can't bring my body to root against the most exciting guy for the division and for one of the most boring guys in the division. No hate to Grant personally. He honestly seems like a genuine dude. He got knocked out in his last fight, did a couple podcasts, seemed like a great dude. This is just pure inside the octagon hate. Outside, seems like a wonderful man.
Relax, dude. Fucking get his dick out of your mouth.
No, I do like to separate those things because there are some people like SD Dumas that are genuinely pieces of shit outside of the cage. That's not this dude. I'm just hating on the, oh, you're going to make a face? That's a controversial statement. Seems like a great dude. It's
You
just
sort of defending yourself before I didn't even say anything.
It's just a tough watch. I am genuinely like picking Mateusz Rebecki, even if I put the hate aside, because he does not stop trying to finish. It doesn't matter where you are in this fight, what the circumstances are, what his face looks like, can see, cannot see. Mateusz Rebecki is trying to take your head off. And even if he is taken down a bunch, we might end up with some sort of progressive judges that don't care about the wrestling, only care about people trying to finish fights. And I believe that'll be Rebecki as well.
Is
so
Jersey
I'm on the
a good
Rebecki
wrestling
side.
state? Are they known for the wrestling?
Jersey and Pennsylvania, the two best wrestling states in the country. Pennsylvania, then Jersey.
I would say Iowa.
They're up there, but no.
I
Not
would say
high
Ohio.
school. They're up there, but no.
I would argue Indiana.
I don't think they're the 53rd state on the list somehow. Who do you think wins this fight?
Mateusz Rebecki, first round knockout, plus 500. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing that. Grant Dawson just kind of think he's still, obviously if he gets the takedowns, he gets the takedowns, but he's shown that every fight he thinks he's a good striker and he either runs into issues or he doesn't before he's able to get that first takedown. And Rebecki is a guy that he's a short, stocky guy that can be hard to take down. Grant Dawson doesn't have the best entries in the world. And if there's 2 or 3 minutes before he's shooting that first takedown, I think that might be enough because Rebecki's a guy that he's not going to be fucking around. Like I don't think he's going to be sitting there waiting for a takedown attempt or whatever. He's probably going to be trying to push this guy forth, swinging for the fences. And we've seen 3 times now, at least in the last 2 and definitely the last fight, it doesn't take much to fucking drop this guy. Like a little boop in the right spot, and he's going to go down. He's just going to fucking like kind of turtle up. So plus 500 for that outcome, that was kind of an auto play for me. So I think that's what happens. If it doesn't, it is what it is. I don't have to put a lot up for plus 500. And if it gets out of the second round, Grant Dawson has shown like he can get the takedowns after that. He just has issues sometimes in that first round. I think Rebecki's going to be live for the plus 500. He's going to give you a shot, and we'll see if it hits or not. I'm going Rebecki.
Yeah, I don't hate it, obviously, for very clear reasons. It's important to note they are teammates. They have trained together. They're both pretty respectful dudes, so neither one of them.
I think they train with different people. Grant Dawson's training with the Moicanos and the Chris Duncans and stuff like that, and I think Rebecki's with the Jordan Santos.
You picked Jordan Santos.
Yeah.
They are on the same team.
Rebecki
they share resources.
Suzu.
Rukavayev. This is going to be a fun fight or a miserable fight. We won't know until fight night, but obviously Jacob and I both rooting for excitement here. We're picking the dog. If you do want to see what the artificial intelligence has to say, what the other covers have to say, WeWantPicks.com, click become a member at the top. We quite literally in the We Want Picks universe have the best underdog picker on the planet right now and the best favorite picker on the planet right now. That's Jacob and BetSam. WeWantPicks.com. It's $10 for an entire month. Couple of comments. We got $1.99. Paying for robot puh is crazy work. Jacob,
you're paying for get some pussy without spending $1. I want to see if you can do that. You're paying for it no matter what. You're either buying the dinners, you're buying the dates, you're doing this, you're doing that. You're investing in the pussy regardless. But this is only going to be a one-time payment, hopefully, unless they start adding monthly subscriptions for like different moves and stuff like that. Reverse cowgirl for $9.99 a month or something like that. I don't fucking know. You're paying for it regardless. You just think that you're not paying for it. You're not getting pussy with no money spent. Buy the robot, buy the monthly cowgirl, buy the monthly reverse cowgirl, and really get after it and change your lives. You can go to WeWantSexRobots.com right now and buy it. I think you're going to stop me, but I'll just keep going if you want.
No, I was waiting for this seemed like a solid, good sales.
We've got the Angelo well-endowed sex robot on sale now for $99.99. That thing is jiggly and wiggly and tight as fuck.
Turns out it's not a robot. They put a remote control car inside a bag of Jell-O. $4.99 super chat from you know who 88. Big Ange. Glad to see you're recovering from that gaping last night. Had fun, Jacob. Sup? What?
Oh my God.
What's a gaping? Gapping? What is this?
You tell me. Sounds like something you were involved in. Yeah, what's up? What's up, buddy?
What's a gaping?
$3.49.
349.
Remember we were talking about the lying earlier, guys?
349 super
Can
chat.
you Google it for me? Just I want to see your live reaction.
I don't know what it is, but
I just want to see your live reaction to what it could be.
No. Question for both. What is one UFC outcome you'd change? Ooh. Glover would have not been choked in the last 30 seconds by fucking dickhead Yuri Prohashka after dominating him the entire fight. I'd probably change that outcome. What would you change?
Amanda Hebos would not go to the ground against Mackenzie Dern in that main event that I was at. The poster is right behind me, right over here. She would have kept it standing, knocked that girl out, and Amanda Hebos would be the fucking champion of the fucking world right now. That's what I would change. How you doing, Amanda?
$4.99 from Seth Otto T2Z Jacob. As a friend of Angelo, what the fuck? Which issue has a larger impact on his family and friends? Would it be the alcoholism or the AIDS?
I mean, it's the one that we haven't talked about. I touched on it a little bit earlier, but his
the gaping,
the sex pervertness. He's a little sex kid,
sex pest.
I've talked about it before. Like, that's why I don't go to his house anymore. He has like 3 beers and he gets all touchy feely on the couch. Like, he's always got to be touching you when if you ever sit at the bar with him, he's like always like grabbing on your arms and stuff while he's talking to you. He's like
going like this, being like, dude, that's not
but
touching.
You leave the hand on the shoulder.
No,
and it's kind of like, yes, you do. And then all of a sudden you start doing it to the leg. You're like, hey, dude, hey, how about her? Huh? I bet that gets you hard. And you grab your dick. And you're like,
yeah, I bet that.
You get that girl over there getting you hard, and then you like grabbing all over me. I'm like, get off of me. That's probably what ruins his family the most. His wife hates me for it. I can't help him. I can't help him if I'm a desirable man.
This is not a super chat, but this is a retarded person. Sleazy boy. New Jersey sucks at wrestling, bub. Well, here's the rankings for this past season.
What is that profile picture? Jesus Christ.
Who knows what he's shoving in that baby's mouth?
Whoa.
It looks like that baby's smoking a bowl. Here's the rankings. Here is how last season fleshed out with All-American wrestlers by state in high school. Pennsylvania, number 1. California, number 2, given its size. And then New Jersey, number 3. You absolute shit stick, nerd, dork, asshole, clown shoe who doesn't know fuck about shit. Clear? Clear. Next up, at UFC 328, we have Joel Alvarez taking on Yaroslav Amosov. Joel Alvarez 23-3 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, riding a 4-fight win streak, taking on Yaroslav Amosov 29-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He is coming off that win in his UFC debut. Joel Alvarez, an astonishing 6'3". It was extra astonishing at lightweight, and even at welterweight, he's a pretty tall dude. And he uses that length and his reach really well. He's got good kicks, good boxing, very good grappling. And the grappling is interesting because doesn't shoot takedowns. Never gotten a single takedown in the UFC. And you will see when I switch the sides here, he has defended a few takedowns in the UFC. He defended literally 0 takedowns until his last fight when he had Vicente Luque 99.99% knocked out. He defended a couple of takedowns there just to show some mercy. He has submitted 4 of the 6 people who did take him down previously, which just showcases how tough he is on the feet and on the ground. And as I just mentioned, he beat the shit piss out of Vicente Luque and just didn't finish him out of a courtesy. He's taking on Yaroslav Amosov. This is a guy that does a lot of the things that you would expect somebody with the "ov" in the last name to do. He's got a good chain wrestling, good cardio. He sticks to a game plan. The striking is okay. He's not one punch knocking anybody out, but he has no problem sticking around, striking for a bit, then getting the takedowns. And then his Darce choke is like his claim to fame. He does wear damage, though, so hopefully he's not striking for too long, especially if the judges only care about that. He is coming off that almost instant win over Neil Magny. Joel Alvarez is a good fighter. I'm not going to say I'm a Joel Alvarez hater, but my very first experience with internet hate in the forum of We Want Picks here was when I picked Arman Sarukian as a 2-1 favorite to beat Joel Alvarez. And the amount of people that came from my head from that video made no sense. Like, no sense. People were going nuts that I picked Arman and said he's going to take
Have you
him
ever
down.
tried to just get over it?
I have not tried to get over it. But since then, I have gotten over it. And I feel like I've come around.
You gotten over it.
I've come around to Joel Alvarez. The striking is good. The grappling is good. He is a much better fit at welterweight than he was at lightweight. He hits a flow state, but he ain't defending these takedowns. He is 10 times the striker in this matchup. Not nearly as good as a defensive wrestler. Not nearly as good at jiu-jitsu. Yaroslav Amosov, I believe, honestly runs through Joel Alvarez here. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that Joel cannot defend a takedown. You're going to see. I'm going to click. You're going to see. Oh, his takedown defense, 47%. It was 0% until Vicente Luque. And Vicente didn't shoot until he was almost dead. These are fake stats. Yaroslav should be able to get this to the ground, whether he submits Joel or not. I mean, Joel doesn't suck on the ground, but Yaroslav is like different level on the ground. Phenomenal wrestling. Yaroslav should win this fight. I'm going to take a piss. What do you think happens, Jacob?
Yeah, this one is definitely going to be a situation where if you guys have Yaroslav, you're going to be like, hell yeah, after the fight. Like, he's going to either dominate this fight, or everyone that has Joel Alvarez is going to be like, you guys are fucking idiots. How could you pick Joel Alvarez as a fucking, that was the most obvious dog. Like, it definitely feels like somebody is going to dominate this fight. Either Joel Alvarez is able to get the striking going, and then Amosov, cut, rewind. Either Joel Alvarez is going to get the striking going, and then Amosov is going to shoot into something where Joel is going to catch him and the fight's going to be over, or Amosov is going to get the fucking takedowns and get the control and make Joel Alvarez look like he did in that Arman Tsarukyan fight. So I think he gets the takedowns, gets the controls. I think calf kick is going to play a big part as well. Amosov's got a really good calf kick, and Joel Alvarez can be pretty stationary with almost that Muay Thai stance, and I don't think he's going to be able to defend the calf kicks. And we saw how important calf kicks can be sometimes. So I'm on Amosov. Here comes this fucking fat bitch. How many tacos do you think he ate? How many tacos do you think he ate while he was in the kitchen?
I had my headphones in the whole time, you shit stick.
Okay, then answer the question.
No tacos, just a healthy piss because I'm 6 beers deep. Hi, beautiful.
Yeah.
The other day, so I was just talking to the dog. Did you make a pick? I just heard you play both sides like a pussy. Did you actually make a pick?
I said Amosov can dominate the fight. I'm picking Amosov. How can I be a pussy about that?
Then you're like, or you could get to the end of this fight and be like, Joel was the obvious
12 out of the 13 fights
nerd
of every
activities.
card. I'm the only one that takes a fucking stand. I'm the only one that grabs their own fucking nuts. You have no nuts to grab.
Earlier, they're there. The
They're
vasectomy
empty.
just his hand slipped.
You shoot blanks.
The other day, because I just petted this beautiful dog. Petted's not a word. The other day, I said something to Tiffany like real, like I just like sharp tongue, just like roasted her for something. 2 minutes later, I didn't smack her, but I might as well have with my words. And it was all playful, but I like insulted her real good.
You know, mental abuse is the same as physical abuse, Angelo.
Well, you know what? Toughen up. And then I walk into the other room and this dog just laying there. I was like, hi, beautiful. She's like, do you see how you talk to the dog versus how you talk to me? And it's like, honestly, this dog's the nicest to me in this house.
Great story. Another great Angelo story there. Riveting, fun, nice little payoff at the end, comedy throughout.
Yeah. You teach people how to treat you. You fucking small ginger.
Wow. Keep
Jake
going.
and
Let's
Ryan
see what else you got.
are on the same side of this fight, and we do have some significant bets on this fight as well. So if you want to check every pick, every bet, every tool, WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It's only $10 for an entire month's worth of access. That includes this entire card and the 3 other cards. There is no break in sight until fucking Envy wants to send me a DM. Oh, in your video, you said there were no breaks, but we do have a break on Memorial Day weekend. Fucking dork. WeWantPicks.com.
People have noticed that you're drinking a beer or breakdown. That's dangerous.
I'm not doing that. I'm going to get through 13. You also.
What do you mean? That's the pace you were on, you dumbass.
Is this the 6th fight?
Yes.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Is this the 6th fight for real?
Yes.
No.
You don't even know. You're starting to realize that you have a problem?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, I'm one behind. I'm going to open it. You criticize how I open it. I'm just going to open it natural. You tell me what the problem is. Okay.
Yeah, why do you put your thumb there?
That's the leverage.
It should be like this. And sorry, my hands are so big. It's going to look
my
awkward on
hands
this
are
huge
too
hand.
big. Is the
You just go like this, and you just pop the top like this. You don't put your fucking. That's how you cut your thumb open. You fucking retard. You just pop it like this. You just put your fingers and pop it like this. Oh my god, how many times you sliced your thumb open as a kid?
Never.
You stupid or something?
Hands. I ain't no bitch.
Show the way you swing an axe again.
No. See how I swing a bat?
I saw you at the Met Gala.
1 for 3 last night.
In your fucking flowery dress. Showing it off to the world.
The Rock wore a fucking skirt last night.
Oh, that was Sam Smith.
999 super chat. Seth Otto, T2Z. 1 month camp, fighting at your current Wegnant. What is the best fighter you can be in the strawweight division? Fucking all of them. Every single one of them. That's the worst. Every single one of them. My current weight, a strawweight, every single one of them. Who's the best strawweight in the planet right now?
They would all knock you out.
Who?
They would all knock you out.
Every single one of them. I thought you were going to say heavyweight, and my answer was going to be tied to Ivasa. Dude can't defend the takedown.
Dude, all those strawweights would knock you the fuck out. Are you joking right now?
Zero.
A little head kick would fucking just flatline you. They'd be so fast for you. I just watched you play softball. You missed the ball and killed an umpire. You can't even catch a ball. How you going to see the fucking fist flying from a strawweight? Are you joking?
First of all, they can't get their arms or legs to my head. A good
oh my God, come on.
Every single one of them. Second of all, I had a great game last night. I dove for 2 separate balls.
I didn't realize there was a game last night.
It was our last game. The only reason we didn't need Casey is
that's interesting.
We had our full roster, but now he is now
I'm on a roster. I would have thought that I would have been invited to the game.
You said you wanted to be a backup, so you are on the roster.
I am on the roster. There was a game last night, and I was not told about it. Not even as a spectator. Not even like, hey, you want to come hang out or anything.
May
like that.
31st,
which is weird because I was sitting here kind of feeling a little down on myself, a little lonely, kind of just wishing I had a friend to reach out to. That's probably why you weren't responding to my text. I responded to my text. You're out with other friends because I went the past Sunday and I thought we had fun, but I guess it wasn't fun.
Play. You want to hear Jacob coming?
And I thought that it was going to be. I thought that was fun.
Here's Jacob coming to our softball game. You need 10 on the field. You get 4 outfielders. You need 10 on the field. We only had 9. Jacob was there. I had a jersey. Jacob, do me a favor. Throw this jersey on. You could be catcher. I'll go to the outfield. You be catcher. He refused. We had to give up an out every inning.
4 days. I hadn't slept in 3 weeks.
We had to give up an out every inning because of that.
My life was crumbling around me. I wasn't going to stand there picking dandelions and eating ground balls to the mouth. The last time I played third base, I ate a fucking ground ball to the mouth.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the catcher for a reason. I'm the worst baseball skill person on the field. I am getting better, though. I got some compliments yesterday. They're like, dude, you're starting to figure this shit out. I was like, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I bet they meant it, too.
I had a bunch of plays at home, straight up.
Cool.
Thank you so much. Next up, at UFC 328, we have the featured fight of the evening. We have Ateba Gautier taking on Ozzy Diaz in the biggest setup fight on this card. I mean, we can't spend a ton of time breaking this fight down. Ateba Gautier.
If you had to pick one of these guys to be your friend, who would you pick?
Ateba Gautier. What are you talking about? Easiest decision I'll make.
Yeah, it sounds like overcompensation to me.
Overcompensation? Yeah.
What, are you scared to pick the white guy?
No, give me the. Is he white? Diaz, is it? Ateba Gautier, jacked, fast, dangerous as shit. Could do whatever the hell he wants. Ateba Gautier, 5-0 in his last 5, but he did just get his first UFC decision win, taking on Ozzy Diaz. Ozzy Diaz, 10-3 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He just got his first UFC win. I'm not going to say as well because Ateba had some wins already. We know the deal here. Ateba Gautier hits like a freight train, fast as shit. He can knock you out with his feet, with his hands.
You taking this guy down?
Ateba?
Yeah.
No, because the hands are so terrifying. I would shoot from a mile away. It'd be way
Just
too
start
far.
crawling at him.
It'd be way too far. It'd be so far. I'm not getting the shit.
The one guy you butt scoot for.
Yeah, dude, it'd be too fucking far away. He hits like a freight train. And not only that, we just saw that power does carry. Yes, his last fight was a decision, but he was still hitting hard and
Freight trains are kind of slow.
That is true, because one blast through the neighborhood. Actually, you can't outrun it. So they're slow compared to a 1,000-mile-an-hour
I
car.
can outrun a train, Angelo.
You
One of
cannot
us can
outrun a train. You
If
cannot.
if I wanted to run and catch a train, I could fucking. In my life dependent on it, you could not, but I could catch a train and jump on a train.
You could not. No, that's a different. Running and catching a train is a different argument than outrunning a train.
I would outrun a train.
If you and a train is moving.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to word it because trains take forever to get going.
Oh, well, I'm gone. I'm already.
What do you think? I mean, this is where AI is amazing. Freight train speed. What do you think it is? You dumb dick retard.
Depends on what.
The slowest one is 40 miles an hour. Okay, unless you're Michael Scott. Unless you're Michael Scott juking the system in the parking lot race, that ain't happening.
40 in high school.
Ateba can knock out a horse. We also saw Ateba's got good cardio, can take a shot himself, and carries his power late. Ozzy Diaz doesn't suck. He's got some random sneaky power. He can do a little bit of grappling, but he's been knocked out, and he'll be knocked out. It is nice to see him back down at middleweight. He spent some time at light heavyweight where he just didn't have the chin or the size to do anything. Ateba's going to knock him out. This fight was actually supposed to happen a while ago when they were trying to build up Ateba, but he's built. He's built. And they still gave him this.
He says he doesn't work out and doesn't like working out. Do you believe that?
No, of course not. Of course I don't believe that.
That's what he said. He doesn't like lifting weights. He hates doing it. He doesn't. He doesn't ever do it.
There's no way he got that big not lifting weights.
He said I think he complimented like his grandmother and mother or something, and said they're just naturally.
Like maybe he's not like doing a ton of powerlifting. Maybe he's just benching the bar, 200 times to build out like fast twitch muscles, but there's no way he doesn't.
Is that how
do
you think
anything.
That works?
That is exactly how that works. Yes.
You just bench the bar 200 pounds for fast twitch muscles. That's just like an over endurance exercise. That's not fast twitch. Fast twitch is doing stuff fast. The hell are you talking about?
Yeah, but I'm saying not bulk muscle. Essentially, is what I'm talking about. Because when we would have to
fucking doing low.
When we would work out,
you're gonna tear the muscle as much, but you're still
okay. Who do you think wins this fight? Fucking
dude, just doing push-ups. Push-ups is like doing the bar.
Personal training by
Nobody's
Baby
ever got
Red.
jacked doing push-ups.
$89.99 a month. Personal training by Baby Red. Who do you think wins this fight?
Yeah, I gotta go TB here. People hate him for that last performance, and I've been on this guy. I said he's one of the biggest prospects in the UFC. Like there was a list of like prospects and stuff, and I put him like at number fucking 1. People hate him for that performance, but you got to remember he almost knocked that dude out like with the first punch he threw. Like it was still like a typical Ateba fight. Like threw the first punch, knocked him off his feet, tried to chase the finish a little bit, but I think he realized, as I start moving up, people are going to be a little bit more durable, a little bit better, and he's just kind of pacing himself in that fight, and he showed that he can still, it wasn't like the craziest pace or whatever, but he can still go 3 rounds. He can do all that type of stuff, but he still had that power early. And Ozzy Diaz, I just got done saying in the Djorden Santos fight, he does have good boxing. Like he does have fucking good boxing, but Ateba has shown that, he'll just fucking land one shot. You're going to be against the fence and he's going to either follow it up or he's not. So I definitely don't trust. Like last time I was on first round, I was on all this stuff and I was like, holy fuck, what is he doing? Like under 1.5. I'm not trust that anymore. I don't know how people can still play that at like minus 315 or something.
I actually did not touch it for that.
Yeah,
reason.
after what you just saw, like you just saw him really for no reason do it. Like, and you're still gonna like. It's more likely than not, in my opinion, that he does the same thing again. Like that's just how he's gonna start fighting. Like I think it was a calculated whatever. And obviously he has the power to land the big shot and stuff like that, but. And Ozzy was a guy that, he hasn't been the most durable guy. That Djorden Santos fight, obviously, he looked better, but, he's been knocked out before, so it should be but I don't know. I think you just play like first round KO and be done with it, not like an under 1.5 for like minus 130.
Yeah, no, listen, I agree with you. I think Ateba wins this fight, pretty obvious. I don't love...
minus 300.
What? What did you just shove in your mouth that we're mukbang listening to right now?
Like
and why do you have a hammer? What are you about to talk in a British accent, brag about $1,000 steak, and then miss a bet? The fuck you do with that hammer?
Shout out to Nerds Gummy Clusters for sponsoring this portion of the stream. This is our Nerds Gummy Cluster Hammer of the Week, sponsored this portion of and I'm hammering Ateba Gautier first round KO. Shout out again to Nerds Gummy Clusters Hammer of the Week, Ateba first round KO. Hammer it because the hammer hurts, but the gummy clusters are sweet and gummy on the inside and tangy and crunchy on the outside. Try the very berry today. Hammer it.
Okay. Yeah, fantastic stuff there. That's honestly, if one of us was sponsored by a candy company, it wouldn't be fucking you. I'll tell you that.
What does that mean?
All right. What?
Because you're the pervert?
Because I'm the diabetic. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It's freaking $10, and you can help me get the medicine I need to not lose my foot. Every pick, every bet, every tool. No upsell, no cross sell, no bullshit. All of it, one package. And we have some of the best cappers on planet Earth. $4.99 super chat from Limbosa. That's a sick Limbosa.
That's not how it
Angelo
says.
is funny when he calls people clown shoes.
Limbo Sosa.
Oh, I did remember. Yeah, that's not as good. Angelo is funny when he calls people clown shoes. Also, I picture Jacob wearing clown shoes because he's a ginger. The thing is, Jacob wears regular shoes, but his feet are so small they look like clown shoes.
I wear
Like
size 10.
it's a regular shoe, but the foot is like this. So there's still this much space. Now the shoe is big, dummy. The foot is small. That's the gap. Guys, I would be wasting everybody's time if I didn't sit here and try to get you $50. The only thing you need to do to get $50 from your boys is go to this URL. On that page, you'll see a couple of affiliate links. You use any one of those affiliate links. You sign up, you make a deposit, and they will pay me. They'll be like, hey, Ange, thank you for the customer. Here's some money. One-time money. Here you go. And I'm going to say, thank you. And I'm going to slice some of that money. I'm going to give you $50. You get $50. I made a couple dollars. They got a new customer. Go to this URL. You use the affiliate link. You sign up. You make a deposit. And you get yourself paid. Very, very simple. Jacob?
What was that?
What do we have there? My
It's
daughter's
actually worn
shoe?
off. I'm scared to even
Yeah,
show it because it looks
I wouldn't
like it
bring that up
says.
to the screen. That's going to look like a small fucking shoe right now.
But this is, I mean,
Now show your foot, because I didn't contest that they were normal size shoes. I contested your foot is only this big inside that shoe, so it feels like a clown shoe. You basically have hooves.
I'm not gonna, Angela. You're up again with the sex perverness. This is like some weird thing to get me to show my feet all of a sudden. That's very weird, Angelo. I
There we
can't believe
go.
I almost got tricked into that. I almost fucking did it. You're very sly. You're very cunning in how you trick people. I almost did. I almost leaned back and did it. And I was like, wait a second. What am I about to do here?
Yeah,
and who
this
am I doing it
feels-
for? Oh, yeah. The sex pervert homosexual.
Well, I mean, you could be a sex pervert of any variety.
Right. You're just a homosexual variety.
Doesn't have to be of the gay.
I can't believe
Anyway.
I almost fell for that. I even got my shoe. Look, you were just saving that clip because my shoe was in it. You were going to jerk off of that.
Okay, nobody's jerking anything.
Okay.
Check out the website. We have tools as well. It's not just some of the best cappers on planet Earth. It's not just some very good bets. Go check how we did last week and how Bet Sam and myself and others are doing on the year. We have tools as well. Teach a man to fish. Use the tools to find your spots. What is it? Trust your reads, find your
No.
spots.
Use, excuse me, guys, $10. Okay, we already talked about I'm number one in the world. That's tracked on the tracker. We love Mr. Tracker as he tracks the tracks. Okay, I'm number one in the world in one of those categories for only $10 a month. You're gonna put, you guys, you lost your $10 on the parlay already. I told you guys you lost the $10 on the parlay. You placed the parlay anyway, you lost it. Now you owe it to us. Because what are you going to do? You can tail the bets if you want to tail the bets. We got incredible cappers with their picks and their analysis on the fights. But what do we want you to do? Use our tools. Trust your reads. $10 a month, WeWantPicks.com. Become a member of the family. Say it, Angelo. We're in New Jersey. A member of the family.
Where did Godfather take place?
Say, become a member of our family. Do it. Act like a Don, Angelo.
I'm not gonna play into your disgusting
Angelo, act
racist
like you say
stereotypes.
welcome. Bring the gabagool. Welcome to the family.
I am not gonna fall into
God bless
your,
you. Welcome to the family. I can't wait you to meet Aunt Sally.
your disgusting racist stereotypes. Not happening. Not today. But what I will do is help provide the greatest service this space has ever seen. It's $10 for all of it. There's no bullshit. There's no.
Can you
upsell.
believe there's
no
somebody
cross-sell.
that's probably heard that pitch 100 times, hasn't become a premium member, and every week they're like, man, should I do it? And then they still just don't do it. And then the next week they're like, oh, fuck, maybe next week. And then they don't do it. And they just keep missing out on everything. So I don't know.
There's a lot of people in this world. So I do imagine.
Somebody just heard that and they're like, oh my God, that's me. And now they're like, he's talking about me. And
This guy says, this is about that promo. Angelo gets thousands from the affiliate link. He's cheap. He only sends 50. First of all, you think they can give me thousands for every person that signs up?
Nice.
That's outrageous.
About premium.
Yeah, we would only be this would be an affiliate link channel is what this would be. I'll tell you that. But also, no, it's not thousands. And what do you mean only sends 50? Nobody else is doing that shit. Nobody's sharing it. Please use the link. Please. Not us. The boys are here. The boys are, oh shit. I thought I had a different slide after this. Whoopsie.
Is that the main card?
It's the main card. We're going to hit the main card. Then we're going to open up some cards. You ready?
Wait, let's open up the cards right now. I'm excited. You know why I'm fucking excited about it? Because
let's open up some cards.
The only time I get to see people win is when
other people
open cards. I've gotten the worst absolute cards. I opened 2 cards Saturday. I think it was Saturday. I still opened up like 3 or 4 in the morning or something like that. We were streaming. The 2 cards I got were BJ Penn and Johnny Hendricks.
I love BJ Penn.
Okay, it was like a $30 card and stuff. So I keep losing, and everyone else keeps winning because I keep losing. I'm supposed to be the one promoting this, and I love it, and it's fun, and I feel like I'm due. But somebody said, you're not a very good, or I think it was Gucci Gill, was like, you're not a very good promoter. It's like, no, I'm the exact opposite. I'm taking all the bullshit for everybody. Like, all the good stuff is still out there because I'm getting all the horse shit koozies.
Okay, if you don't know what we're about to do, Home of Fights reached out and said, hey, we've got cards. We have an exclusive deal with collectibles.com.
Who reached out?
Home of Fight.
Say it real fast if you don't mind. That's
Home of Fight. Home of Fight.
What?
Home of Fight. Home of Fight.
Home of Fight?
And they said, we have an exclusive deal with collectibles.com where we're doing the repacks. You buy a pack. You don't know what's in it. You open up. You might get screwed. You might get an unbelievable card. You guys watched last week, the week before. I got this sick Randy Couture card.
Oh, you got the card. That was quick.
I got the card. And because you can keep the card digital and sell it. You can sell it back
I wish
instantly.
I could have a card.
You can keep it digital and hope that it goes up in value like stock, or you can get it home. And I said, send it to me. And they sent it to me. So here's that Randy Couture fight card.
How much is that one worth? 50 or 60 bucks or something?
I forget. I just remember really liking it because I'm a
packs are $60. They do have, I almost did it, they have $150. Yeah, I was like, maybe just do this just to try.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it when I'm going to sell some more and then I'll do it.
Ooh, tonight?
All right. Let's
get a good one, maybe?
Maybe.
All right, lock
Here
in.
we go.
Who do you put in the chat? Who do you have?
Venny MMA actually said, do you pay for shipping? I did pay for shipping. It's like $2. It's nothing crazy. All right, let's open up this pack.
Come on.
Collectibles.com, Home of Fight repack.
If it's Ryan Hall, I pull out my dick.
Come on with it.
Okay.
It's worth 80 bucks.
Okay.
We're up money. Kelvin
Gastelum. Okay.
I don't want the card. It's worth 80 bucks.
That's your boy. That's your favorite fighter.
Bum clown shoe. I'm selling it. So now I'm instantly going to have 80 bucks in my account. Am I going to have, do I have enough to open the next one?
I don't know. Maybe, but that's your boy.
All right, here we go.
But you just sold it back. Now I'm probably going to get it Saturday.
I don't want that fucking card. I sold it back. I took the cash.
Someone
made
said
money
worth
on
nothing.
That deal.
He just sold it for $80.
I just sold it for real money. What are we talking about? Worth nothing. I mean, maybe it's worth nothing in real life. I don't give a fuck. I made it here. What site? It's collectibles.com. That's the site. And just go to repacks. Here we go. Open.
I think it's gonna be a female.
Here we go.
I'm feeling estrogen.
Here we go. Bang. What do we got?
I told you I was feeling it. I was feeling it. I had that little feeling in me. And what a female that is. Our girl, Amanda Lamoche. One of the most attractive females we've seen on the roster. I was feeling that.
I'm selling it back. I don't need this. I'm feeling estrogen was definitely the wrong call. I'll tell you that. Do I have enough money? Let's see. Do I have enough money?
Close it out just in case.
I have enough money. Should we buy? I'll buy a $150 pack. We'll open it up after this. Let's jump into this. We'll open up the $150 card, I don't know, later in this video. Because I am curious what the hell you get over there.
We got a $4.99 from Jesus Calderara. Viva Mexico. Happy Cinco de Mayo. See, what the fuck? People were telling me that Mexico doesn't celebrate Cinco de Mayo. All of a sudden, we got a guy named Jesus saying Happy Cinco de Mayo. I don't know what to think anymore, but the $4.99 says, Ange doesn't wipe. He lets it crust, by the way.
Okay, well, that's an outrageous super chat. That's an outrageous super chat. Like, what the fuck?
Why are you so defensive? Like, I would laugh at it and move on if it was me, but you're like, all of a sudden, like, weirdly defensive about it. Like, if there's like a half truth, maybe?
It's a zero truth. It's a negative truth.
You're not leaving butt crumbles like a trail of bread and Hansel and Gretel?
If there's anything down there...
How about how scary that fucking book was?
If there's anything down there, it's blood from wiping too much. That's the only thing.
How about Hansel and Gretel, by the way? Terrifying stuff. What was that story?
Because they wasted all those crumbs. Yeah, they wasted all those crumbs.
And they got lost, or they get eaten, or they got kidnapped or something. What was it?
Okay, we're moving on. Opening up the UFC 328 main card, we got a Battle of the Strikers. We got King Green taking on Jeremy Stephens. King Green, 34-17 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. Coming off that big underdog knockout win over Daniel Zellhuber, taking on Jeremy Stephens, 29-22 in his career, 1-4 in his last 5. He is coming off that exciting loss to Mason Jones. This should be a striker's delight. King Green is that Roy Jones Jr. style striker. He's moving forward. He's letting his hands go, but his hands are low, and he's just relying on the head movement and the shoulder rolls to avoid any real danger. He did just knock out Daniel Zellhuber, but he also worked in 3 takedowns. That is a career high for him. We always talk about the fact that he has wrestling, but it's always a plan B. He used his plan B in that fight, which ended up setting up the hands and knocking out that absolute busted prospect. Taking on Jeremy Stephens. This guy doesn't have the best record. You can see he's borderline 500, and with the amount of fights he has, that's actually kind of crazy. He's 1-4 in his last 5, but there is no such thing as an easy Jeremy Stephens fight. This guy comes forward, swings like crazy, tries to take the head off of your body, sometimes has success, sometimes doesn't, but you never have an easy fight. Even in his last fight, Mason Jones basically ran through him if all he did was look at the judges' scorecards, but he beat the shit out of Mason Jones at times, and then he got taken down. And he popped back up, and then he got taken down. He popped back up, and then he got taken down. Jeremy Stephens went from the UFC to bare knuckle boxing, and now he's back to the UFC. Bobby Green being more than a 3-1 favorite. I understand. Like, I get it. He's the better MMA fighter.
Here's what I'll say with that.
It's weird because usually I'll talk and then you'll do yours.
Yeah, let me just jump in here because somebody on Twitter was trying to be like that too, as far as like, I don't know, King Green minus 300. I don't know if that's the right whatever. If he was minus 350, that has implied odds at 77%. If these guys fight 100 times, I think Jeremy Stephens has a KO potential. He's got like but you're going to have a KO potential in any fight anywhere. Do you think he knocks him out 27 times or 23 times?
I don't think he has to knock him out.
33 times. What's the math? 33 times out of 100? King probably wins 77 at least. It's probably like he probably wins 85, maybe 90 out of 100.
I don't think. Listen, I'm gonna pick Bobby Green here, or King Green. He's the better overall fighter, and he's still out there doing what he's supposed to do, avoiding getting hit, letting his hands go, etc. Worked in some takedowns in his last fight, which shows you he still cares. But with all of that being said, I understand being a little concerned with these odds because, first of all, he just had that split decision against that UFC debut. And now I don't think that should have been a split decision. I think that was egregious. But what it did highlight is the fact that the judges don't love his style. because he's not crazy. Here, let's look at the stats.
Oh
He
my
doesn't
God.
let his hands go like crazy. These are very high stats on paper, but in actuality, he's shoulder rolling touch.
Got caught.
He's shoulder
Got caught a little bit there.
That is, I did not
Got
expect
caught
it to
a
be that
little
high.
bit there.
I did not expect it to be that high.
Hand in the cookie jar.
But he's shoulder rolling. He's really touching, going. He's not crazy high volume, but he is durable. He will be in a fight for a full 15 minutes. But if Jeremy Stephens is just here throwing from the hips, winging punches, the judges could be weird with this one. I'm picking Bobby Green, but the judges could get weird here, which is the only reason I don't love these odds. And have you seen the embedded? Bobby Green is full-blown strip club Bobby Green. That's all he cares about is that strip club.
Did you hear the story of that?
Some teachers trying to work their way through college.
So
He's just helping young nurses.
Here's the story.
What's the
Ready?
story?
Here's the story. And you're going to walk it back because we love King Green. Okay.
I'm going to walk to the
He
back.
had a friend that reached out that said, hey, and by the way, his friend lost a foot somehow. The guy's got no foot. Okay.
I know how.
I think it actually was diabetes, but
Diabetes.
he has no foot. Calls King Green, and the guy works at a strip club. Calls King Green, hey, the owner of the strip club's shutting this down. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've been doing this job. It's the only job I can do. I love this job. I don't know what to do. Would you be interested? And King Green said, he's like, I'm a guy that says like, fuck it. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a shot on this and do it. Bought the strip club to keep it open. The manager was on the embedded that works there, gave him a big hug, said she almost started crying because he saved her job and everyone else's job for the strip club. He's not just some guy that just like Mr. Strip Club. He did it to help a friend, to save a friend's job and just try it out. So this whole fucking trying to tear down King Green.
Who's trying to tear him down?
Oh, he's Mr. Strip Club. What were you insinuating with that?
Hey, you can invest in your friends.
Unfocused. He's moving on past his fighting career. That's what you were insinuating.
You can invest in your friend's strip club to help keep his career alive while still not only showing the strip club in the embedded. You could manage to do
He went there to promote it. Come to my strip club so I can make money to pay my fucking employees. That's what a businessman does, Angelo. He got a free publicity in front of millions of people.
All right, we're going.
What do you want him to do?
Let's go iron
our goddamn businessman.
Hey, after this fight, we're gonna iron our finest sweatpants, no underwear, go to a strip club and get a $30 lap dance. I gotta take a piss. Who do you think wins this fight?
They're charging him $30 for lap. They're charging this. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. This guy's paying $30 for a lap dance. You can usually get 3 or 4 songs, $20. You can wait till those dollar dances. They're charging this guy. They're like, oh my God, this fucking guy, $30 for you, buddy. You want to go to the back room? It's going to take you $40, $50 to get back there, buddy. I like King Green in this fight. People are going to say, like, oh, he could get knocked out and stuff. And yeah, anybody can get knocked out. He can get knocked out. It just is what it is. I don't think he's getting knocked out 33 out of 100 times. I think these odds should be wider. Jeremy Stephens, the reason why King Green is such a big favorite is, number one, he's coming off one of the best performances of his fucking career. Looked absolutely dialed in. Showed that he does have a wrestling base. Like, he actually is, like, he started as a wrestler. He's got good wrestling, and that, I think, will play a part in this fight if he needs to go to it. But Jeremy Stephens is 1-8 in his last 9 fights. The one win was a split decision win as a minus 700 favorite. He hasn't had a knockout since 2018. It's like, that's why he's such a big dog. The guy's not very good. He hasn't even really been, he's still knocking people out randomly. And King Green got knocked out by fucking Marcirio Rufy and goddamn 6'10" Jalen Turner. My God, Jeremy Stephens looked clueless in that Mason Jones fight. He was able to land some shots because Mason will take shots to give shots, will stay in the pocket. King Green doesn't fight like that. And honestly, King Green's been fighting a lot smarter lately with the takedowns with Zellhuber. Jeremy Stephens looked fucking absolutely clueless on the ground versus Mason Jones. I would be surprised if King Green shoots a few takedowns and tests the grappling of Jeremy Stephens. That seems to be the path to victory at this point, but King Green should style on this guy.
Listen, he's the better fighter. There's no disagreement there whatsoever. And I'm not even.
You're really paying $30?
You straight up, nobody's gonna believe this. I've never had a lap dance. I'm not interested. I don't give a fuck. Not my thing. I'm not a strip club guy. You either are or are
Yeah,
not.
I mean, it's fucking, yeah, never. It's so disgusting. Man.
No joke. You either
somebody's
are.
Daughter, dude. That's somebody's daughter.
It's not my jam. You
Somebody's
either
daughter.
are
It's somebody's
or
daughter.
are not. I've been to plenty with my
What's the
friends.
single mothers? A lot of them are single mothers. Do you understand?
You do you. Hey,
A lot of them are single mothers. Those are daughters. I have 2 daughters. I would never do that.
Jacob falls in love at the strip club. All right, I could fix this one.
No, I've told the story before of after a Colts
You
playoff
did try
game
to
one
fix
time.
one?
Me and my friend were so distraught. Like, it was after, I can remember the game. It ended up being Peyton Manning's last game. It was against the Jets playoff game. We lost like a last second field goal. It was like a Saturday afternoon game, so it got over at like 7 or 8 or something like that. And we had been like just fucking, I mean, we had been drinking like whiskey all fucking day for this one. Devastated. We're like, let's go to the fucking strip club. We go to the strip club, but we're so fucking hammered drunk at the strip club. And it's like a Sunday night. There's nobody there. But I guess there's a guy that used to bring in like the strippers, like a weird guy that brought him pizza every Sunday or whatever. So he'd already brought the pizza and left. And the strippers were like, you guys want some pizza? And we literally just sat in a circle with the strippers on a Sunday night, just fucking eating pizza, hanging out with them. It was fucking...
Who's the pussy? Yeah, who's the pussy?
And one of them said I was real cute. And she was like...
Did she work off tips or no?
Where are you going? What's going on? She didn't charge me no $30 for a lap dance.
I don't know the lap dance contest. I ain't had one. But what you could have is some winning bets.
You can get dollar. They do dollar dances.
Dude, they have discounts and fucking...
No, there's like a portion of the whatever. So you get a dollar dance and then they try to coax you, let's go back to the back. We'll get more where that started,
I have no idea. I genuinely am not a strip club guy.
The other story I have about the strip club is when me and my 2 friends went and we thought we got the deal of a lifetime, 3 songs for $50. We're like, fuck yeah. We thought there was $50 total. We did our 3 songs and we were broke as fuck. Yeah, we were broke as fuck. And they were like, all right, it's going to be $150. And we were like, uh-oh. I was like the only one that had enough money to like cover the fucking lap dance bill. That was in Cleveland too. Shout out Cleveland. The strip club underneath the bridge. Where's my Cleveland people?
Ain't my thing, dog. But what is my thing is picking fight winners and making money watching my favorite sport. And if you want to unlock every pick, every bet, every tool, we have a whole suite of them. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It is only $10 for an entire month.
We would drive to Louisville.
You're a sex pest. You are the sex pest.
I got it out of my system like a normal fucking teenager. Before we were 21, you could drive.
And sent it.
Yeah, it's a normal teen. I had a normal teen. Yeah, 19 years old. I was driving to Louisville, and it was a full nude strip club because you could be
and into my mesh shorts with no underwear on for the extra.
Yeah, I was living a normal teenage life. We would drive 2 hours to Louisville, and they were full nude. We were 19 years old because you could go to Louisville strip clubs. You didn't have to be 21. Indiana, you have to be 21, and we'd sit there and just fucking get pussy blown in our face.
Jesus Christ. My favorite Jersey Shore moment of all time, and shout out to Stretch if you're listening.
Diamond's Gentleman Club, is that what it was? It's a fucking nice place. Like 3 different stage areas.
Favorite Jersey Shore clip of all time is when Vinny is like dancing and he slides under that woman at the club and he gets pink eye the next day. And Paulie D's like, it's a pussy flake. You got a pussy flake. Pussy flake fell in your eye.
You're such a fucking weirdo, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm the strange one here. You know what? We'll do this one and the next few we'll save for the next video since Jacob spent 8 minutes but talking about strip clubs. John Doe UFC 499.
You're the one that brought that up.
Angelo, just so you know, I wait until the stream is done just so I can fast forward over your analysis just to skip to Jacob's. Love you though, Chubby Wubby.
Thank you. I appreciate that. No, I don't blame. I mean, I think that's you're probably not the minority. I'll tell you that.
Eat shit. Next up at UFC 328, we have a very good, sneaky, under the radar fight. We have Sean Brady, top 5 welterweight on the planet, taking on Joaquin Buckley, top 10 welterweight on the planet, to line themselves up for a potential title shot. Sean Brady, 18-2 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He did just get knocked out by dress-wearing Michael Morales. Taking on Joaquin Buckley, 21-7 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. Coming off that decision loss to Kamaru Usman. Sean Brady, as we all know, a high-level grappler. He'll move forward. He does have some good technical striking. The hands are there, but the chin is not. He'll move forward. He'll touch up a little bit, and he'll shoot some takedowns. If he gets you to the ground, you really are not standing up on him. His control is absolutely fantastic. He does average almost 4 takedowns per fight, but keep in mind he's had a couple of 5-round fights. He did just get knocked out by Michael Morales, who is...
Do you believe him?
Believe who?
Sean Brady, about his medical stuff going on that? You hear about that?
No, I don't ever believe anybody that has excuses.
Did you hear what you said, though?
Lost. I did not, but...
So that he was having medical issues and didn't know that the fight was official until, like, Saturday morning. Like, he thought that the fight was going to get canceled because of his... But then they ended up clearing him, so then he's like, I guess I'm fighting now. And
I
then...
don't believe that. We've seen him knocked out before. It's not like that was the first time he's ever been knocked out, and he looked uncharacteristically chinny, and we've seen it. Bilal Muhammad did it. I never believe anybody. Listen, Tito Ortiz is one of my favorite fighters of all time. I've been watching this since day one. And after he lost, I think it was to Forrest Griffin, he got the microphone, talked about an injury. I forget what the injury was, shoulder, knee. He's like, in this camp, he got booed to fucking shit. And they cheered his ass. He went from fan favorite to hated immediately. You cannot talk about injuries or bullshit after a loss. It's just an excuse at that point, and I'll never believe it ever. Even if you provide documentation, because isn't that what they tried to do with after Poatan knocked out what's his name? They were like, "Here's an X-ray."
That's what Tom Aspinall's been doing.
Well, that fight was a no contest. I just don't believe bullshit after. I'm probably wrong 50% of the time, but I don't believe you. Document it ahead of time. Hold the newspaper and document it ahead of time. Here's my injury. Here's the date. This is today. I have this injury. Then maybe I'll listen to you. But after the fact, no thank you.
I'll give you something.
He's taking on Joaquin Buckley. 21-7 in his career, which means he has had quite a few losses. But since moving to welterweight, he's looked very good outside of his last loss to Kamaru Usman. He is a powerful striker. He's very athletic. He's got a lot of movement. He can work in offensive takedowns as well, although not recommended for this fight. He's done a really good job leveling up for this weight class. He did just lose to Kamaru Usman, where he just could not keep himself standing. He defended a few takedowns, but not enough. This breakdown, literally, just go back in time, take my breakdown of Grant Dawson, and apply it here. Sean Brady either gets the takedowns and we have a wet blanket, paint drying, grass growing decision, or Joaquin Buckley eventually finds his spot. Joaquin Buckley obviously just lost to Kamaru Usman. That was 5 rounds. But what I did appreciate in that fight is Joaquin Buckley didn't really quit on himself. He didn't get frustrated. He didn't really stop. He kept trying to work his way up. He was throwing hands on the feet. He actually landed more significant strikes in that fight, considering he spent most of it being taken down. So I'm going to lean Joaquin Buckley here because I think Joaquin Buckley is a smart dude who understands what the hell this matchup is. I have a dude who's going to be desperately trying to take me down, so I need to knock his head off his body. And if I had seen Joaquin Buckley get frozen, like he's so worried about the takedowns, he doesn't let his hands go, this would be a different breakdown. But I saw him throw hands. I saw him try to knock out Usman. He wasn't able to do it, but I saw him attempt it. Didn't change his game plan, tried to do what he was going to do. Sean Brady's going to be desperately shooting. Maybe it works for him. Maybe it doesn't. I'm picking Joaquin Buckley, but I don't trust it enough to spend actual money on this. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, somebody said I'm getting ready to glaze the fuck out of Brady.
There it is. I was about to pin that anyway.
I don't fucking like Sean Brady. I was fucking previously, I was very Philly camp. And I said Sean Brady and Pat Sabatini and Jeremiah Wells and Andre Petrosky, these guys are going to take over the UFC. And then they had some bumps in the road. And then I went on record and I said, was it Sean Brady versus, I think it was Leon. I said, listen, if he wins this fucking fight,
I was surprised.
I was like, if he wins this fight, I'll buy 10 of his t-shirts and all this stuff because I was so anti-Sean Brady. I'm like, Leon is the perfect. He can defend the takedowns. He's a much better striker. He's going to destroy Sean Brady. Sean Brady ended up fucking up Leon and did enough in the boxing to make Leon want to shoot a takedown, and that's how Sean Brady ended up winning that fight. We kind of forget who Sean Brady can be at times. Remember, but take this into consideration here.
I'd love to.
This dude is minus 160 versus Joaquin Buckley. Mm-hmm. This guy was minus 150 versus Michael fucking Morales. Okay.
I missed that fight. How did that end?
He got smoked in that fight. but it shows you the respect that bettors had and the odds maker have for the talent level of Sean Brady. And we just saw with our own eyes Buckley's last fight, which I was on Buckley in that one. I was at that fight. That was a very boring fight, but I'm like, oh yeah, he can just stay away from the takedowns from Usman. But he was fucking clueless once he got him to the ground. And Usman is not a jiu-jitsu guy. He's just like a control. He's not going to be aggressive with it. And Buckley is a type of guy that will try to get back to his feet. He will try to explode. This is actually a good matchup for Sean Brady because it's not like a technical guy that he's kind of work in. He doesn't have like this big straight line power like a Michael Morales. Michael Morales was like a national champion wrestler as well. So Sean Brady probably was going in that fight being like, oh, fuck, am I going to be able to wrestle? He knows he can wrestle Joaquin Buckley. And Buckley with those big explosions, those big fucking jumping into shots and stuff, those are easy level changes for a guy at the capacity and skill level of a Sean Brady. So I'm not even a big fan of Sean Brady. If he gets put out, he gets fucking put out. It is what it is. But Buckley just showed us who he is as a grappler. Sean Brady is a better grappler than Usman. Maybe not straight up wrestling, but as a grappler, he's a fucking... Leon Edwards is a good fucking grappler, and he looked fucking clueless against Sean Brady.
Gone, though. That guy's
I don't care.
He's
He's a good fucking grappler, and he looked fucking clueless versus Sean Brady. Joaquin Buckley's going to look the same. I think there's a chance for Sean Brady to finish this fight. If he gets knocked stiff, he gets knocked stiff. But if he's getting his hands on this guy, he's fucking going to out-grapple him. Last thing, I put out a stat on Twitter. If you want to follow, I do have, if you're not, actually, you know what? You're all probably following. I got over 20,000 followers. You're all probably following already, but you probably...
There's 1,000 of you here, so 1/20th of your following is here.
Right there. Joaquin Buckley, little fun fact, is 4-5 in the UFC when he doesn't record a takedown. The wins are versus Colby, which he looked pretty good versus Colby, but Colby looked like he was starting to build into that fight a little bit, got cut, all that type of stuff. Vicente Luque, not bad. Albert Duraev and Djorden Wright. Those are the only people he's beat without recording one of his own takedowns.
Who did he lose to?
He lost to who he lost to. I don't have it fucking written down. Look,
well, the losses are more important in a fucking stat like that.
No. Okay. It's a stat. Just a stat. He's 4-5 when he doesn't record a takedown.
I will do it. Kamaru Usman, former world champion. Chris Curtis didn't attempt a takedown. So you can't say he didn't get one. He didn't attempt one. He didn't even try. And that was at a different weight class. Nasruddin Imavov didn't. Oh, no, he did attempt takedown. Didn't get one. Also, no, that was this weight class. Was that 85? No, that was 85. Different weight class. Alessio De Cicero. That's not good. Let's pretend I didn't say that one. And Kevin Holland. He got fucking knocked out by Kevin Holland. That ain't great either. Middle of the road. Listen, I get your analysis, and I don't disagree with your analysis, because if Sean Brady gets a takedown, I am instantly like, oh, well, we're fucked. That's it. This isn't like Mateusz Rebecki, where he is going to be trying to knock your block off every second of the fight. Joaquin Buckley doesn't get frustrated. He does continue to try to win, but he doesn't, he doesn't carry that insane power late. We don't have a lot of third, fourth round knockouts from Joaquin Buckley, but I'm going to be on the Buckley side. I get you and other people being on the Sean Brady side. Obviously, if he gets the takedowns, it's going to be a problem because his control might be some of the best in this division once we get Islam out of the mix there.
Brady is not Usman. You're right. He's a better grappler. Thank you.
Better grappler. Not a better wrestler, but better grappler for sure.
They weren't even like crazy. Usman's got fucking 3 bad knees and is 40 years old and was shooting from the outside. Look at some of those takedowns that he shot from the way outside. And got
Usman is a better striker, though.
He shot those takedowns, and he wasn't setting them up. He was just fucking just diving at the legs, just grabbing the back of the knees and just scooping them and taking this guy down. They weren't like they were fucking running him against the cage and working a single and chain wrestling and really working. That was an open mat, just diving at his legs and got those takedowns. Like, my God, watch some fucking film.
The one comment here that was interesting, and I'm sorry I don't see it. Somebody said, but what if Joaquin does take down Sean Brady? I don't recommend that game plan because Sean Brady is a very good grappler. Sean Brady down. Yeah, I don't recommend that game plan because that's not, Sean Brady's a very good grappler, but we've seen many times before grapplers on their back are not the same on the top. But this, no matter what side you're on, this sets the tone for the rest of this main card. This is a spectacular fight. This is a great fight. It matters for this division. And it should be at least tense, hopefully fun. If you do want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool that we have, not only on this fight, but all the fights on this card and an entire month's worth of fight cards, go to WeWantPicks.com, click become a member at the top. It's freaking $10 to unlock.
Someone said you're retarded.
All of
this dude is retarded. I think they're talking about you.
Yeah, it's definitely me. Next up at UFC 328, we have a heavyweight matchup between a top 5 guy and a top 10 guy. We have two gentlemen at a very weak weight class that might make the case for a title fight, depending on what happens at UFC it's not 250. What is it? Freedom 250 at the White House card, and what happens with Tom Aspinall's eye. We have Alexander Volkov, 39-11 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, coming off what I will insist from now to the day I die was a robbery win over Jolton Almeida, taking on Waldo Cortez Acosta, 17-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, riding that 3-fight win streak. Alexander Volkov has been in the top 10 of the heavyweight division for like 10 years, literally 7 years. He's a good striker. He's got high fight IQ. He manages range really well because the dude is 7 feet tall. He is a very good fighter who has added wrestling late. Go watch the Cyril Gane fight. He should have beat Cyril Gane. That was a robbery. He worked in takedowns. He had good striking. And he understood what he needed to do to win that fight because he had previously lost that fight, which speaks to his high fight IQ. He did just beat, in air quotes, Jolton Almeida, but the dude gave up 7 takedowns, 11 minutes of control time in a 15-minute fight. He didn't win that fight. I don't care what you say.
But he beat Gane.
He's taking on Waldo Cortez Acosta.
Do you not disagree with that?
What did you say? But he beat Gane?
He beat Gane.
I do think he beat Gane. That was MMA karma going both ways. He got screwed in a decision, and then he won a screwy decision. That's all that was.
Right.
And you know what? I was on the winning and losing end. Cyril Gane winning that fight got me the safety parlay. And then Jolton Almeida losing that fight lost me the safety parlay. So that shit, the universe just worked itself out. He's taking on Waldo Cortez Acosta, a fun, athletic striker who didn't even start as an MMA fighter. This guy was a Dominican pitcher, and he's athletic, and he hits hard. He salsas, he moves fast. He lands almost 6 significant strikes per minute. We have seen on numerous occasions how physically tough he is. You don't have to go back that far to watch his leg get absolutely bashed in, and he doesn't even so much as limp. He is a very good fighter. He is showing up on short notice. He is knocking people stupid, including Derek Lewis in his last fight where he landed 44 significant strikes to Derek's 8. I understand how good Alexander Volkov is. I get it. But I'm picking Waldo here. I even bet on Waldo at plus 160. I think Waldo can win this fight. I think if Waldo doesn't worry about the range, and if he moves forward and he throws his hands, he can land at more volume. I think he's faster. I certainly think he hits harder. Volkov's huge, but he doesn't hit very hard. And I think Walter has the wrestling if he wants it. We've seen him out-wrestle Robelis Despain. We've seen him work the strikes, lower his level, shoot a real takedown because he is big, because he is athletic. Alexander Volkov, my only concern here is not that he's just going to jab and stay on the outside. My concern here is that if Volkov decides to wrestle, Waldo's going to be useless off his back. I am going to pick Waldo, though. I'm going to lean on the athleticism. I'm going to say the youth. What's the age difference? But in fight years, a huge age, 34 to 37. Fight years, tremendous age difference here. Volkov is not a big one-punch knockout guy. And even if he was, we just saw Waldo fight a big one-punch knockout guy. It didn't matter. So I'm going to go with Waldo. Footwork, the threat of a takedown, and just straight hands. This dude has more confidence than he has ever had before. I'm on the Waldo side. I bet on Waldo. I'll be rooting for Waldo. I think we need some fresh blood in this weight class. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, Volkov's a guy that very rarely loses striking. I mean, this guy's got fucking issues, dude. Holy shit. What is his 4th bathroom break? Oh my God. This guy might have serious health issues. Volkov's not a guy that typically loses striking matches. Like, he lost against Gane technically, but everyone thinks he won that fight. There was a lot more wrestling than people probably thought. Tom wrestled him, lost to Gane, in that original fight. Lost to wrestling of Curtis Blades, gets knocked out randomly after he's dominating the fight versus Derek Lewis. Like, he's a guy that doesn't really lose striking matches. He's long. He knows how to keep the range. I think this looks like the Pavlovich fight for Waldo, where he's just off the back foot, can't land the big shit, and Volkov's doing enough and moving forward that they give the judge, they just give it to a guy like Volkov. I will say that I think at some point, both of these guys shoot a takedown. Like Volkov's been wrestling a little bit more, but also he's been taken down. Waldo's kind of the same thing. People kind of want to wrestle him, but he's wrestled in fights before against a rangy striker. And I think the biggest part of this fight is who's going to shoot first and are they successful? I think that is what's going to determine a lot in this fight. I think one of them, they both shoot at some point, and whoever shoots first or is successful, I think has a chance to kind of turn this fight. But I think it's just going to be the Pavlovich fight again, where Waldo's backing up too much, can't find his range, can't land enough. Volkov keeps his range better than anybody in the division. Like, he just throws that teep kick out there. He stays long with his jab, and you can't ever really get to him. Like, it just kind of is what it is. Volkov, I don't know if you heard me when he walked away, but he doesn't really lose striking matches. So yeah. I got to go Volkov. Obviously, it's probably going to be a close fight. Waldo's definitely fast enough and good enough. These odds, in my opinion, should be about 50-50. I think it should be 115, 105, one way or the other. Probably lean to Volkov up to like 125, but 2-1 favorite in what probably is a close fight. Waldo has shown his durability. The value definitely is probably on the Waldo side.
Yeah, I actually like your breakdown quite a bit, because I'm not going to sit here and say Volkov sucks and this is great. I'm not going to do that at all. I'm praising Waldo for how tough he is, how busy he is, his athleticism. But I agree with everything you said, because even in my quick picks video that I put out on Sunday, I was like, if Volkov shoots first, we're kind of fucked, because Waldo's not going to do shit off his back. And Volkov
not against a guy that's that big. Yeah.
Yeah. And different. Volkov can wrestle. But if Waldo
he's got good jiu-jitsu. Volkov's got underrated jiu-jitsu.
It's okay, but his takedown defense kind of sucks. And obviously Jolton's a much better wrestler than Waldo is, but he was getting taken down with
that's what I'm saying.
Every attempt.
So you like that, where I said whoever gets that first takedown might.
I love that. Yeah. I think that was 100%.
I don't know if we've ever agreed.
No, you should definitely swing that hammer. What did you get the fucking hammer for that?
I don't know. Look behind me about all this shit that I do for the stream. I do for this channel. You got one little hat rack. You've never decorated your room once.
What does that have to do with holding a fucking hammer?
Huh?
What does that have to do with holding a hammer?
You said, why do you have a hammer?
Yeah, and you're like, because I have pictures on the wall.
I got a hammer.
Hung them up an hour ago.
I'm a hammer in the morning.
The question wasn't why you own a hammer.
Evening all over this land. I hammer out danger. I hammer out warning. I hammer in the love between my brothers and my sisters. All over. My grandma used to sing that. Rest in soul. Make fun of her. Go ahead.
There's no way your racist grandmother said brothers and sisters. There's no way she said that.
My grandma was not racist. My grandpa,
your old ass white
my grandpa back in the 60s and 70s used to mentor inner city young black kids, help them out.
Yeah, help them. Yeah, I bet he did. I fucking
bring him over to the house.
Yeah, I bet he did. Yeah, yeah. Let him
show him how to use a lawnmower. Yeah. No, he really did though.
What was that?
They were very liberal for sure.
That explains the twinkness. I actually enjoyed your breakdown quite a bit here. I'm going to be on the other side. I agree with you. This should be a close fight. I also agree that we could end up in a weird, Volkov just jabbing on the outside in that situation. Where I will contest a tiny bit, as you said, it could look like the Spivak fight. I think the difference between this fight and the Spivak fight is Spivak is way faster, and that dude hits hard as fuck. So Waldo did have something he had to worry about. Where here, he just has to worry about, is there a takedown coming, and why is this dude so far away from me? Outside of that, I don't think he has to worry about one big punch or just the overall speed. Either way, Jacob and I are split here. If you need a tiebreaker, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. There's only $10 for an entire month's worth of access to everything. The AI, the picks, the bets, the tools, the cappers, all of it. $4.99 Super Chat. Viva Mexico. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Ange doesn't wipe you. I saw this already. I'm not giving you double credit for that.
That was like a Freudian slip there by showing that again. Your subconscious wants you to be found out about that.
Did we do this one? Isaac Chuskin. Isaac. $4.99 Super Chat. I really think this fight is closer to 50-50 than people realize. Green. Oh, my bad. Sorry, I missed this. Will strike with him, and Jeremy had a war with Mike Perry. His chin is... No,
Mike Perry. What do you think King Green would do with Mike Perry?
I don't know. We'll find out what Mike Perry's going to do to Nate Diaz in 2 weeks. But his point, what he's trying to articulate here is that Jeremy Stevens ain't no bitch and he'll take a beating. And I completely agree with you.
Mhm.
Thank you for the super chat. I'll interpret this bullshit. Jacob really has a hard time with context sometimes. Big Mabel bets $2.79 Canadian. Is Ange on the nose beers, the white liquor? Literally never. No interest whatsoever. Never, ever, never, ever. Big
Why are you
Ange
so
is
weird about that.
2, 4, 6,
Straight.
8. I finished 7. I'm on my 8th Coors Light. That's what Ange is going on. The getting up constantly is I broke the seal. Big mistake by me. 499 super chat from you know who 88. Hey Ange, praying for your IBS. I'm not shitting. I'm pissing. Do I have to bring the microphone with me? Yo Jacob, what's the
We want sexbots.com.
What is it?
We want sexbots.
That actually would probably be. We should go buy that URL real quick before people start fucking going to it and just direct it to We Want Picks. Hurry up. It's $11 for a year.
But like an AI cover page of you like as a sex robot. That would be pretty funny.
Thank you for the super chats. And then we had this comment. Asha from Capper Beef here. This can't be you.
Whoa.
What's your response to Mike
Hold
Finch
on now,
saying-
Bodacious Cake. My name's Jacob. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm
Well,
one half
he just said he was the foreigner that does the picks. The
What?
pick tracking. What's not working with the reading and the comprehension?
This is Asha, a female.
From Capper Beef. Oh, this person runs a website called Capper Beef.
Yeah, this is Asha, a beautiful, attractive woman, it looks like. I don't know. And
Yeah, dude.
I'm hoping
I
it's
would have some questions.
I'm hoping it's a
What country?
28-year-old
What
Latina,
country? Yeah.
you know.
What if it's a Filipino? What country are we operating in here?
I've heard my TikTok is very pro Filipino right now, I'll tell you that.
In the Philippines?
But if you got
Get
a
on my
question
sc-
for me,
get
I'd
on
love
my
to answer
scooter?
it. And to answer your question, what's your response to Mike Finch saying he could beat you in a fight?
I still don't know.
I would
who
agree with
this
Mike Finch
motherfucker is.
on this one. Excuse me. Me and Ash are talking. And Ash, thank you again for the question. I appreciate that. I appreciate women in sports. I appreciate women kind of all together. You know, there's nobody that really respects women and their bodies.
Okay,
you
shut
know,
the
more
fuck
than me.
I
Like,
don't even know who that dude is. I don't know if that's fake or real. He keeps talking about me. I have no fucking clue. But I did get, I'm not going to say approached because I didn't get approached by RAF, but somebody was like, would you compete in RAF? And I was like, against another capper, I'm happy to compete in RAF. I'm not going to compete against
Wing C.
what?
You take out Wing C.
I'll compete against someone in RAF. I'm like, yeah, I'll fucking wrestle in RAF. I need to lock in. And this person was like, all right, well, they're asking questions, so we'll see if we can set something up. This is the second time I was approached with some fucking influencer physical bullshit. The other one would have been actually probably life-changing money. That shit didn't happen. I doubt this happens either, but I will fucking do it. So the problem is I don't know who this person is, and maybe he's bigger than me. I have no fucking clue. Maybe he's more popular. I have no fucking idea. But I'd rather compete in wrestling than straight up MMA. I did that my whole fucking life.
And I like to compete for your love, Asha. I'd like to you really give me a chance. You know, type of watch this. Hey, type of 5 if I should get a shot with Asha here in the chat.
Robert Metz 1065499. Great content. Thanks, fellas. Angelo, wrestle AJ. I like AJ. There's not a world where AJ beats me in a wrestle match. That world doesn't exist. And I like him. I'm not talking shit. That world doesn't exist.
You know who I like is Asha, and I like the work that she does. What are you so funny?
What's funny is this fight, Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira, was moved from UFC 327 to UFC 328. And I said in my quick pick video, I have.
Oh my God, you just typed that in the chat, dude.
Jesus Christ, that dude's still here. I had in my quick pick.
Are you going to pin it or not? This is what you just said.
God damn it, I'm talking. Tiffany, can you run to the store? Jesus fucking asshole. I'm going to restart this breakdown. What's funny is we have Joshua Van taking on Tatsuro Taira. And in my quick picks video, I had a conspiracy theory. And that theory was that the UFC moved this fight from UFC 327 to UFC 328 because they couldn't sell tickets. And they're still not selling tickets. They said Joshua Van was injured. And someone's like, he had a hand injury. Show me. Show me. Who said he had a hand
You can
injury?
just
He
bruise
didn't.
your hand. You can just have a little tinge in your finger. I work out all the time. Sometimes I get a little finger pulled. I'm like, if he wasn't 100% to defend the belt.
Hey, and this straight up conspiracy theory. And I'm not a conspiracy guy, but they just moved it one card, like one numbered event. No big to do, no surgery, no bullshit. In my opinion, I think it was a business decision. I think it was, hey, UFC 327 will be fine. 328 ticket sales are lagging. Let's move this fight to that. And I'm good with it. The funniest part about that conspiracy theory is Japanese MMA Twitter, diehard MMA fans, latched onto it.
We love the
Japanese.
They love us. We were very mean to them at some point, but they said, it's cool. Come drift with us.
They started tweeting like crazy. Every time Tatsuro Taira fights, Japanese MMA Twitter starts clipping and tagging. I appreciate
Tokyo
that.
Drift. We love Tokyo
The impressions are crazy. Last time we had a Japanese fighter was who the hell was it? Flyweight.
Whoa. Horiguchi?
No, who was it? Yeah, Horiguchi. Horiguchi fought.
Jacob didn't think I knew it.
Jacob said if Horiguchi loses to
Amir
Albazi, I quit. And people were like, the fix is in.
They interpreted that I was accusing Horiguchi of fixing the fight. That was one of my first viral Twitter moments where I was like, getting all these Japanese people tweet me like, Horiguchi would never do that. And I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? And then it made it to like some...
The line moved. It affected the line.
Yeah, the line started moving and stuff, and it became this big thing. And then I saw... then my For You page started posting like the Japanese stuff because I was getting so much of it. And I saw a random Japanese tweet saying like Horiguchi would never throw this fight. And I'm like, what are they talking about? Not even realizing it was my tweet that started the whole thing. I even sent it to you guys. It was like, look at this. People are accusing Horiguchi might be throwing this fight. That's weird. And then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, I caused that rumor. I'm like, what the fuck? That's not what I said.
It was a literal translation issue where you saying there's no world. If this dude loses this fight, I quit. Something happened with the translation where they read it as...
They don't know English very well.
They read...
I know English extremely well. I also know Spanish. Cinco de Mayo, me gusta.
Okay. Let's go ahead and break down this fight. We got Josh Van taking on Tatsuro Taira. This fight was supposed to happen. They moved it. It is now happening in New Jersey. 16-2, current world champion Joshua Van. 5-0 in his last 5, and he's looking to defend that title for the very first time, taking on Tatsuro Taira. 18-1 in his career. 4-1 in his last 5. A little 2-fight win streak. Josh Van, this guy lands a gazillion strikes. That's what he does. Takedown defense is good. He is only 24 years old. He is the younger fighter in this matchup, which is crazy because Tatsuro Taira forever was like the young prospect. And here he is fighting for the title, and the champion is the younger guy. Joshua Van's got great takedown defense. He doesn't swell. He doesn't bleed. He doesn't cut. And he throws a gazillion strikes a minute, and he lands a whole bunch of them. His pocket striking is incredible. Takedown defense so far seemingly pretty good, but Taira is going to definitely test that. Tatsuro Taira, also young. He's only 26 years old. The older fighter in this matchup, but he's only 26 years old.
This is like the youngest fight maybe
two people in a title fight.
Like they're like combined age of what? So is it 51 or something like that? You got a 42-year-old Jim Miller on this card, and 2 people are fighting for the title with a combined age of 50. That's pretty crazy.
It is crazy. And Tatsuro Taira is obviously pretty young, but he's a very good fighter.
They're both Asian.
He's very composed.
Thank you. I know that. I'm very smart.
He is mostly a grappler. The striking is technical. He wants to come forward. He wants to get this fight to the ground. The takedowns are not great, but he will stick with them. He will drag you to the ground. And if he gets you to the ground, the control is great. He just beat the fuck piss out of Brandon Moreno in a fight that it's not shocking that he won. It is shocking the way he won. Tatsuro Taira is very good. He's a very good fighter. And if he ends up being world champion, I will not be surprised. With that being said, I'm going to pick Josh Van. And I'm only going to pick Josh Van because I think his takedown defense is good. And I'm 100% sure he is going to let his hands go no matter what. And if he just keeps throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing, and as long as his takedown defense holds up half the time, he could definitely win a decision here. And all we have to do is see Tatsuro Taira versus Brandon Borival. And I understand I'm not trying to do MMA math. I'm not trying to be like, oh, Royval beat Taira and Josh Van beat Royval. I'm not doing MMA math. What I am doing is a stylistic matchup. The reason Royval beat Taira is because of the insane volume. Joshua Van has the same volume. Now, the question is Van's takedown defense as good as Royval's? I don't know, honestly. His jiu-jitsu's not as good. His takedown defense might be as good. He's shorter in stature. He's a little thicker. He's fought a shit ton of wrestlers. And what I do love about Josh Van is when he fights these wrestlers, he doesn't get frustrated. Even if he's taken down, he focuses, he gets back up. So I am going to pick Josh Van here. I'm fucking 9 deep, whatever it is. I'm going to pick Josh Van here.
An hour.
We're live for 2.5 hours now. This is a 3-hour podcast. Josh Van's a pick. Who do you think wins, Jacob?
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised because usually you're Mr.
It's a new era. Wrestler. You can't lean on the wrestlers anymore. It's a new era. They don't give a fuck about wrestling, unfortunately.
Yeah. I kind of went back and forth on this fight. Like when it's announced, I was a big Pantoja guy. Obviously going into the Josh Van fight, I think a lot of people and most people would agree like Pantoja is probably going to win that fight. And then you hear Joshua Van, people hate him for immediately celebrating after that. The kid's 23, 24 years old. He just became the world champion.
His life.
Yeah, just became the world champion. He got excited. Like don't shoot the guy in the fucking head. But then people are like even more mad now that he's like doubled down on. I don't know if he's on the embedded or whatever.
Yeah,
he talked about like
I caused it.
Yeah, I caused it. I don't know if you agree with it. Some people are like, yeah, he kind of has a point. He's like, if you're a black belt, you should know how to fall. And I put the clip of you throwing me across to me kind of tucking my arm.
I didn't even connect the dots that's why you tweeted that.
Yeah, like because instead of reaching out like Pantoja did and just snapping his arm, I tucked my arm, I rolled it and stuff. So that's Josh Van's go-to is like, I picked him up, I caused him. Black belt should know how to fucking fall. Like he broke his arm, I caused it, whatever. And honestly, I like the fucking just like blown out confidence of a Joshua Van, like a fucking just out of this world, like nobody can touch me. Like in his mind, he dominated Pantoja, and that's like kind of the bravado that he's bringing into the fight. And I think he should bring in that confidence. And I'm the champion, and who's this guy? He can't strike, and I know how to wrestle. I can defend the takedowns. I like that fucking bravado and that fucking moxie that he's carrying with himself. He's not being apologetic. He's not being like, yeah, maybe this isn't my belt and whatever. He's like, no, fuck it. I did it. I'm the fucking man, and I'm going to beat this guy, Tatsuro Taira. And I think that's exactly what happens. Yeah, Taira might get a takedown early, and if he's able to get a submission, he's able to get a submission. But Joshua Van has incredible hips, incredible athleticism, incredible, like, just natural fight IQ. Like, before his UFC debut, I think they said that he started wrestling, like, 6 months before his UFC debut, and now he's in there. If you guys watch that Ray Tatsuro fight, or not Tatsuro, but the Ray whatever fight is, that guy also is a very, very good wrestler, and Joshua Van did excellent against him. He was using like these bullshit like arm drag, like fucking weird ass fucking takedowns, because the real takedowns Joshua Van was stuffing. And you saw Tatsuro Taira get in a situation with Royval where he wasn't getting a takedown, also getting lit up on the feet. He was almost finished by Brandon Royval. If Brandon Royval just counter wrestles, or, I mean, if he just defends the takedowns instead of trying to, like, counter-grapple this guy, he probably is able to finish a guy like Tatsuro Taira. So everyone that's talking about Taira this and easy Taira sub and stuff like that, like, I know that you want to carry over that energy from Pantoja because we were all on it. Oh, Pantoja's going to run through this guy. Pantoja's going to sub this guy. Tatsuro's going to sub this guy. It's fucking different, man. This isn't fucking Pantoja. Yeah, he's a pretty good striker from the outside and stuff, but if you get in his face, he doesn't like that type of pressure. Joshua Van will stay in your face. His takedowns are okay, but he's not like getting automatic takedowns all the time, and we saw in that fight versus Royval, like when he was getting hit, it was like, oh, fuck. Now, he toughed that shit out, and he almost came back and won that fight. He was able to get takedowns in the fourth round and stuff. As long as Joshua Van avoids the fucking body triangle, I think he has an opportunity to almost dominate this fight. I think it's really good value. If Taira gets the takedowns early and gets a sub, but if he's getting the takedowns early but is not getting a submission and they gets in third, fourth, and fifth, I don't think he's getting third, fourth, and fifth takedowns against Joshua. I don't think he's getting it. Like, I think you play Tatsuro Taira first, second round submission, see what happens. I don't think he's getting takedowns 3, 4, 5 against Joshua Van. Like, that dude's cardio is insane. He's got good hips. So I'm on your side on this one. I thought I was going to be all over Taira, but I think Joshua Van is just going to stay alive until the takedowns stop working. And when the takedowns stop working, he's in a world of fucking hurt with Joshua Van in front of him. So
yeah,
I'm going with Joshua Van as well.
The only problem, well, first of all, Japanese MMA Twitter is going to hate your guts, but they are a very respectful culture.
I like Taira. I mean, he's young. It's just a weird matchup. Like, I just, and he can win, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be, again, of course, I like the breakdown because we're on the same side here. It's going to be interesting because if Joshua Van really was like full-blown injured and it wasn't just made up or it wasn't like, hey, you know what? Actually, we want a better jersey card anyway, so we'll move it. Like, if it's straight up, this dude was injured, they only moved this fight a couple of weeks. That impacts training. That impacts the weight cut. So this could get weird for those circumstances, but I'm just going to ignore that and break this down as if they are both completely healthy. So you and I are on the exact same side, but don't just take our word for it. We have the best favorite picker on planet Earth under our umbrella at WeWantPicks.com. That's Jacob. We have the best underdog picker on planet Earth under the We Want Picks umbrella. That's Betslam. And if you want to check out the artificial intelligence, which is the best this is a fake claim. The other two are objective facts. We got the best AI in this space. WeWantPicks.com is $10. Click become a member at the top. Instantly unlock every pick, every bet, every tool. There's no tiers. There's no bullshit. All of it. Jacob, listen, the reason I'm drinking these beers.
Do you still have one of those things?
I have one of the things. That's what I just got. I do have one of the things.
What
it's called?
Mr. Mustache calling for the shotgun.
I forget what these were called.
Crackers or crack?
Is it a Kraken? It's a Kraken.
It's a Kraken.
So I do have one. So I am going to shotgun this real. I also have a towel laid out on my lap because this is going to be fucking potentially.
You're supposed to stand up, take a knee, and do it in the background. Come on,
with the camera in the room. I don't have
just
the camera.
I don't care if you just back up and take a knee. We got it. You're good. Just move the chair, take a knee on the fucking thing.
So I'm going to do it. I'm going to shotgun this. I'm going to shotgun this. Just in the only reason
Cinco de Mayo.
It's Cinco de Mayo, and it's been a pretty rough go for the friend community and myself, and we've had some pretty fucked circumstances here. This cooler, I have a straight up full ass cooler next to me, which is where these Coors Lights are coming from. These are from
the stream if you haven't already. For watching this, if I'd like it, if you've watched this and you're not subscribed, a lot of people that watch these videos are not subscribed. Do us a favor, just hit the subscribe button right now for Big Angie about to shotgun this beer, and become a premium member and all that stuff. And let's get after it, Angelo. Can we get a timer on this? Let's place over-unders in the chat, and I'll time it.
Okay. There is this. I haven't done this in like a year. There's a science to this. I got to remember. All right. Here we go.
Wait. Yeah. Like a weatherman. Like a weatherman. There you go.
Here we go. Yeah.
Put the guesses in the chat. Here we go. You can open it, and you don't have to go fast, remember?
What?
You can crack it without opening. You can crack the thing and then wait to pop the top. Remember? Do you remember how to do it?
Of course I remember. I don't remember. I'm figuring it out now. Yes.
No, you don't have to do it fast. You just crack it, get it ready, and then when you want to go, you pop the tab and you throw it back.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
I did it upside down. That was dumb.
You can just spin the can, can't you?
Yeah. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. One. Unique New York. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I've got the official time. Throw it down when you're done.
Done.
Official time. What do you think it was? I have the official time here. People were kind of right. I saw a couple ones that were like right on the dot.
Jesus Christ. 4 seconds?
6.1.
Damn, that was longer than it should have been. I don't think you clicked it in time.
6.1.
All right.
That should be up. That should be under 3.
I'm in my office. I'm worried about making a mess. Okay. $5 super chat. Jason the G and just gone so long. Give me odds. He was slapping that Italian salami stick. No casing. What the fuck? Ange was just gone so long. Give me odds. He was slapping that Italian salami stick. No casing. You saying I was just jerking off in the other room? Is that what this is? Thank you for the super chat. A new member. Welcome to the community. This is not premium member. It's YouTube membership, but we appreciate the support here on YouTube. 1990.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Take a step back. Let's hit it.
Man, $20 isn't.
And let's try and improve the time on this one.
This isn't Will. Dude, this is going to get. Dude, Tiffany's going to come home and be like, what the fuck? Hey, Tiff, I accidentally got drunk.
Yeah. Let's get back there and just do it. Come
night.
on, let's just get back there and get it done.
Thank you, Will.
Or Thank you, Will, with the 1999.
Fuck. There we go.
And let's try to improve the time this time. Let's try to act like you give a fuck. Move your chair a little bit. It spun a little bit.
Dude, fucking 10 beers on a
Why are you two knees deep? What the fuck was that?
Are you not too deep?
Somebody says take a knee for football and you're going double knee on them?
There we go.
All right. I will say when to go, okay? Tell me when you're ready.
I had to get my fingernails ready. Hold on. Here we go.
Ready?
No.
3, 2, 1, go.
Done.
You're still 6. That's still 6.
It's lower than. Oh, that got higher. Damn.
No, you're getting a little bit better, but you're still over 6.
I thought it was 6.1. What was this?
That's just 6 flat. You're improving, but you got to open up that throat.
No, we're good. Jason the G gifted 10 We Want Picks YouTube memberships. Thank you, Jason. This isn't Will. My liver does not thank you. We got one more fight. I'm going to try not to slur my way through it.
Someone just said Angelo has a problem.
It's not great.
You guys are encouraging him. This is supposed to be a big card, too. 328. These are the ones that...
This is a big card.
We're supposed to focus. These are the ones where you used to tell me before stream, hey, these are big cards, a lot of eyes. Make sure you don't, this is what Angelo used to do for these pay-per-view cards. Hey, there's going to be a lot more eyes. Let's make sure that we stay on point and get to the breakdowns and don't interrupt and don't act like an idiot.
What's the over-under on comments?
And now you're taking double knees, throwing
long.
fucking beers down your throat.
Here's the dude, over-under on this video's too long. And then other people being like, dude, I listen to this at work. I love it. At this point, we just are who we are.
Yeah, these poor guys listening at work just hearing
goal. All right, here we go.
Open the super pack.
I already closed out that window because this shit's 3 hours. We'll do that next week.
Already 3 hours.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2:46. Here we go.
Nah,
here we
this
go.
next one's pretty easy.
Next up at UFC 328, we have the main event of the evening. We have Khamzat Chimaev taking on Sean Strickland for the middleweight championship of the world. Khamzat Chimaev undefeated in his career, 5-0 in his last 5, heading into his first ever middleweight defense. Taking on Sean Strickland, 30-7 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5, walking into his third title fight. Bit Izzy, lost to DDP, lost to DDP. This is fourth. Beat Izzy, lost to DDP, lost to DDP.
Did you say P. Diddy in there?
Beat Izzy. Did I say P. Diddy? Oh, shit. Beat Izzy, lost to DDP. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Somebody give me
keys.
keys.
Should I start over?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Somebody
All right,
give
here
me
we
keys.
Here we go. Lock in. Here we go.
Act like it's a news broadcast, and I'll count you down. Ready? Get ready. Ready? And we're live in 5, 4,
Unique New York.
2, 1.
Next up at UFC 328, we have the middleweight championship of the world on the line in Newark, New Jersey. We have Khamzat Chimaev at 15-0 in his career, stepping into his first ever title defense, taking on Sean Strickland, 30-7 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5, coming off an underdog win over the always durable Anthony Hernandez. Khamzat Chimaev, a controversial figure in this sport, known for his relationship with warlords and his spectacular wrestling. He just beat Dricus du Plessis with non-stop dominant takedowns and control in what was a very underwhelming but dominant fight. He's taking on Sean Strickland, a blue-collar guy that says outrageous things and has been somewhat of a controversial thorn in the UFC's side as of late. He just beat Anthony Hernandez in a fight where he was able to defend the takedowns and find himself a finish. This entire fight's going to come down to Khamzat's ability to shoot takedowns from distance and avoid the chaos that Sean Strickland may bring. Emotions will be high coming into this fight, so high, though, that the UFC is not allowing face-offs and they will not do a press conference together. Khamzat Chimaev,
They're doing a press conference.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I thought they were separating them entirely. Like they won't even do a press
They're
conference.
doing a press conference with the co-main and main Thursday.
I guess we'll find out. They're not doing a face-off.
Straight up, though, promote the fight. They're not doing the face-off. They're not doing is the Paramount face-off where they just are like filming stuff, like they could just like they're on the stage together, just filming all like the intros and stuff like that. Everyone thinks it's AI, but it's not, and they make them face-to-face. They're not letting them do that.
I did a bad takes with Josh today where I actually said that's bullshit. These are adult men. If you guys can't go 5 minutes without trying to literally stab each other, what the fuck are you doing? This is your job. You're an adult man. You make millions of dollars.
If you can stop it, you stop it. What do you mean?
That's on you for not stopping the stabbing. All right. Anyway, here's your breakdown.
Your whole company depends on it. If you can keep them away from each other as long as you can, you're gonna keep them away. They moved their media day times too. They were supposed to be like a half-hour part on media days, and they were like, "Whoops, Chimaev's at the end of the day now."
They might walk past each other in the
hallway. Yeah,
yeah.
So they're just trying to avoid all as much as they can.
These odds make sense to me. I like Sean Strickland. I think Sean Strickland winning could be really fun. And I do think this fight will be a little bit more competitive than the DDP fight was. But Khamzat Chimaev can shoot from 25 feet away, barely touch your ankle, and still get you to the ground and keep you on the ground. Nobody has stood up on Khamzat Chimaev. Nobody. People do not stand up on him. He takes you to the ground, and you are fucking stuck. And that's what this fight looks like. I get it. Oh, Sean Strickland this, Sean Strickland that. And Sean definitely has underrated takedown defense. He definitely has underrated grappling. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. Khamzat Chimaev is just too good of a wrestler. He has too good of control. I don't believe all the myths that he's like endless cardio and this, that, the other thing. Anybody picking, here's how you know that this is going to be a one-sided fight. Anybody picking Sean Strickland, the only thing that they're citing is, hey, 24 minutes into a 25-minute dominant fight from Khamzat Chimaev, there was a random scramble for 30 seconds where Khamzat looked like he might have been tired, even though he still ended up on top and won. That is what people are citing. That's what they're doing. Khamzat wins this fight. It's very straightforward. I hope he moves to light heavyweight. He can't hold up the entire middleweight division. He's just too fucking good at one thing. That this honestly is probably a boring fight, but I do love Sean Strickland. Sean has a never say die attitude. He might be able to stop a couple of takedowns, but this is going to be dominant. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, and actually to that point, I think he already said this week or something that he hopes it's his last middleweight fight. Like he wants to just win this fight and then move to light heavyweight or do whatever he's going to do. But yeah, I mean, this just is what it is. Like Chimaev, like you say, he takes everybody down that he wants to take down. I don't know, DDP fight, people want him to be a little bit more aggressive and stuff like that. But I think that was a situation where he knew the toughness of DDP, he knew the scrambling abilities of DDP, and he wanted to get that belt. Like that was a title fight. Like he didn't want to fuck that up. Like he wanted that fucking belt to solidify everything that he's worked for to be the champion.
Do you remember? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but do you remember Armin as his corner was like, "This is a title fight. Be boring." He literally was saying,
that was the just get the fucking belt. Now that he has the belt, I think this is more of like now he's coming for fucking blood. Like he got the belt, the pressure's off. Now he's coming for blood. Now he's trying to make a statement. Now it's going to be the typical, Chimaev who smoked Holland and Jing Li, fucking whatever the fuck his name is. And almost did the same thing. Did the same thing to Robert Whittaker, and almost did the same thing to Usman. Like people are like, "Oh, Usman on 2 weeks' notice and stuff like that." Chimaev, one of the scorecards was like a 30-26. I think that split was a little bit weird. Or it was a majority decision, whatever it ended up being. Usman had to panic out of that fucking rear naked choke. Like Usman was as defensive as you could be, like wasn't trying to move, was just trying to stay safe and like tripod up and just be like, get me out of this fucking round. They had the game plan to, he's going to come in and beat Chimaev, but just stay safe. And he was as safe as he could be. And Chimaev still got that rear naked choke into where Usman had to dump him on his head. I think this looks more like the Robert Whittaker fight, where Robert Whittaker was trying to scramble the fuck Yeah, was trying to like scramble for his life. Like he was trying to prove I can get back to my feet. I can get back to my feet. And he was working hard. I think Sean Strickland's gonna do that. He's not gonna just stay there and whatever. He probably does want to move up, prove a point. I can get back up. I can scramble hard. And when you're scrambling hard, that's when you make the big mistakes, especially against a high level wrestler like Chimaev. I think he gets it done. I think he gets done early. Even if it extends, I think he can still do enough to win a decision, get takedowns late and stuff. I mean, DDP was getting takedowns late. Sean Strickland has been taken down. I know he's improving the takedown defense and all this stuff, but if you talk to both of them and anybody that was in that gym, it was like Chimaev was tapping pretty much everybody and was tapping Sean Strickland all the time. Like, obviously training is different and this and that, and they have like Sean Strickland's talking about now, like Chimaev trains with the easy guys. While we were live, Chimaev actually just tweeted a video of him like sparring with Sean Strickland, being like, "Oh yeah, I only train with the easy guys" or something like that. Nothing. I watched the video. Nothing really happens. Like they were just kind of light. Like what I want didn't look like a hard spar, but I mean, from what everyone said, it was like Chimaev was like tapping him all the time. So
Sean Strickland started with being open about, yeah, he would beat me in training, and then after he beat Fluffy and was like, "Oh fuck, I might get a title shot," he changed his narrative. That's when he changed his entire, like, oh, when we trained together, XYZ happened. And good for him. Sean Strickland, I said his third title shot, but this is fourth, right? Because he fought Izzy to win the belt, lost to DDP, and now here he is. This is his fourth shot at the title. So good for him. And Sean Strickland does what he's supposed to do to sell tickets. So you just assume Chimaev's going to run through him. Do you think he finishes him?
Yeah, I think he, if he gets in those same position as Whitaker, the same as Usman and stuff like that, like those are also good defensive wrestlers, good grapplers and stuff like that. You know.
I'll let you finish. You clearly did not finish that sentence, so I'll let you finish it.
Finish.
Well, you ended it with, and then your whole speaking cadence. Like, there's more coming for sure.
I don't remember ever doing that.
There's more coming. So finish it.
That's about what? Is that what
coming with a U?
That's more perverted talk right there. There's more coming, so finish it.
Jacob and I both on the Khamzat Chimaev side here. And still is probably how this card's going to end. He's a 6-1 favorite. This should not be a shock to anybody. I understand people love Sean Strickland. I understand people riding for Sean Strickland. But if you are some slapdick fuckwit that is insisting that Khamzat loses this fight because 3 years ago at a different fucking weight class, he slowed down against Gilbert Burns, you are an actual mentally retarded person with an extra chromosome, and you should figure out how to remove that chromosome and give it to a caveman to even the playing field. Citing a fight at a different weight class from multiple years ago doesn't do dick for your argument. You are no better than the other people who leave your comments on the videos and then delete them immediately when you're wrong. Khamzat might lose this fight. That's a possibility. But he's not going to lose this fight because he got a little bit tired in the Gilbert Burns as the example. Khamzat's the pick. If you disagree,
this ain't Fluffy, dude. Fluffy didn't even try a real takedown once in that fight.
Frozen. I think the moment.
No, he was moving forward. He just fought Sean Strickland like Sean Strickland wants to fight everybody. Like he was just slowly moving forward, walking into jabs and teep kicks, and it caught up to him. Like he didn't actually. And Chimaev's an underrated striker too. People gotta pretend. They keep pretending like Chimaev
he shoots
can't strike
instantly, so it doesn't matter. I don't
know, but if
it
turns into striking, he can fucking box. He's a good striker.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Couple of comments from the actual retarded people. David Rios, who I know is a supporter, shut your bitch ass up, Angelo. Okay. All right, we'll keep this here. If Sean Strickland wins, I'll apologize. If not, what's the penalty for you? What's your penalty? And then T. Copum, citing a fighter's previous fight as evidence in your argument. Dude, it's fucking 3 years ago at a different weight class. Do weight classes not matter? Do they just straight up not matter?
They would matter in our fight.
If Khamzat Chimaev lost at 100,
if we're the same size,
pounds,
you're getting rode hard and put away wet.
Like straight up, do weight classes not matter? You are using a fight from 3 years ago in a different weight class. And the only argument, a fight that he won, and the only argument is he got tired. Of course he got tired. He was cutting.
We just saw him go 5 rounds.
15 extra fucking pounds he was cutting. And to Jacob's point, he just went.
Some people are listening with headphones. You shouldn't yell.
I thought that was ASMR. Was that not? Did I not just ASMR them? Did somebody not
do
get
your best ASMR? Hold on, let me close my eyes. Hit it for me.
I'm not doing that. I was about to, and then my hands went like this, and I'm like, I'm gonna get fucking gift.
The worst blue balls I've ever had.
I'm gonna get gift.
I gotta ice these things immediately. Holy shit!
Gift. I'm already gift. If you go on Facebook and you search like parlay, I'm like the top 3 gif, and it's me screaming. It was me celebrating when you and I went to Cosm or something like that. Anyway, guys, we appreciate every one of you being here. Him and I are both on Khamzat Chimaev. If you're on the other side, I get it. I totally get it. It makes sense. I'm going to disagree with that, but use the tools. Go to WeWantPicks.com. We have a full.
Where did Asha go? Ash, what was her name?
I don't fucking know.
I didn't know. I thought I'd immediately get like a DM. Let's do an interview or something.
A full suite of picks, bets, tools, and everything else you could ever need.
Where'd you go, sweetheart?
Heading into a fight week. We officially, in 24 seconds, are about to hit the 3-hour mark. Go to the website. Check us out. We got a couple of super chats to close this bad boy out. Hold on. Let me do this. We're going to do this. I'll get back to you. Bang, bang. There you go. Like and subscribe. We appreciate
subscribe, man. A lot of you aren't subscribed. Just subscribe. It really helps out more than you think.
Our views have been spectacular. So, yeah, subscribing would absolutely help that. $5 super chat from Clash with RJM. You can't do 3 Red Devils under 4 seconds. I got 100 on it. I assume you're talking about shotguns. That shit ain't fucking happening. I have hit it is a Tuesday night at 8:30 and I'm drunker than I should be. It's not worth $100. Ain't happening. I appreciate the super chat though very much. And you already got 2 shotguns out of me. Lou Bands 97 490 super chat. What up with the app? I can't see the bets. It's the only thing that don't work. Do me a favor. You have a caching issue on your device. I think we've got a couple of these messages. I think GoDaddy changed a setting on their side, which affected the caching. And if you don't know what caching is, it's like your phone.
That's what I do every Saturday.
Saves a version of the website or of the app so it runs faster. Delete the app, restart your phone, reinstall the app. You'll be good to go. If it's a mobile browser, delete your cache. You'll be good to go. Thank you for the super chat. You could have just emailed and we would have walked you through that, but we appreciate the support. $27.99 from Big Maple. Big Maple Bets is a straight up like big time supporter. We've got a bunch of big time supporters. And we have a bunch of big time supporters, a bunch of people that have been here since day one. And we appreciate you guys because hold on, I'm gonna get rid of this and I'll bring it back. When we first started this like YouTube journey, I spent a fuck ton of time.
Here we go, guys.
I didn't know anything about YouTube. I spent a ton of time watching all these like how to grow your channel, blah blah blah. But there was a theory at the time that was you need 100, I think 100 like die-hard followers, and that's all you need. And those are people who will comment and like and share and promote and that
they spread the bowl so you don't have to.
And that spreads. And like I would put Gucci Gill in that category. I'd put Big Maple Bets in that category. I don't want to name a bunch of names because I'm going to forget a shit ton.
Oh my god, people. Name the 98 others.
I'm going to forget so many people. Jesus. What's his name? Who was D?
How about Jason? Maybe. How about Gucci Gill? Maybe.
I said Gucci.
How about Sam Davis? Maybe. How about Red Film Studio? Maybe. How about Sleazy Boy? Maybe.
I've been fucking shotgunning.
How about Brittany Jackson? That fine piece of ass.
D Spearman.
How about D? How about Broads? How about
we got my buddy Stretch on Instagram? Anyway, I'm not gonna list everybody because I'm gonna forget people.
How about a Sharp Brother?
A Sharp Brother. There's a fuck ton of them.
How about Thomas Rinker?
Thomas Rinker's an OG, dude. I have so much mail from Thomas Rinker. That guy's we can't do this. This is the problem. You're gonna forget somebody. You gotta write it down, and you can't do it after multiple shotguns. $27.99 Canadian Big Maple Bets. Condolences for your loss in the community. This is the first I've ever dealt with this. One of my closest friends, not closest, one of my very good friends OD'd years ago, and I missed a Tuesday. I think that week I went to Connecticut.
That's a Kill Tony thing, by the way.
What do you say? Something
every time, and they always ask like how'd they die or whatever, and whatever they say, Red Band does the air horn sign. It's the funniest shit, no matter what they say. It's so funny. Like, oh, my dad was murdered.
Just shove it in their face. Yeah. And that was like, that was hard. That was like my childhood friend. This is like fucking hard. It was a
but when one door closes, you found me, buddy.
Well, this just happened like 2 weeks ago, so I knew you already.
Oh,
and you knew this person as well. Shotgun more time to take us home.
That was your black friend?
No, Torts is.
Oh, thank God! Thank God you still got him. Holy shit! Holy shit! If you would have lost him, you'd been a world of hurt.
I don't know if I could shotgun another one. Apologize to future Tiffany, Sally. See you. Who's Sally? Oh,
I'm
Sal
Sally.
Diamant. Not Sal Diamant. Oh, Salamander. See you Saturday. Prayers and profit. We taking the books for everything this week. I listen. If you sent this earlier, I'm not doing 3 shotguns in 30 minutes. My wife's going to come home at 9
Your friend
o'clock.
OD'd, and now you're just throwing back beers. I feel bad.
That's not what this was. That's not what this was.
Do you want to cry on me?
No, it's not going to happen.
I'll take my shirt off. You can get a little skin to skin on there, cry on my chest like a little baby.
Do it.
No, when I go over there, you can lay on my chest.
That's what I thought.
Give the
Gucci
nipple a
Gill,
little lick.
999 super chat. Jacob streams on Saturday, period, are fun, comma, and family friendly, period. Unlike the
Are you pro comma before the and? That was a big debate back when we were in high school.
It's only
and
if it's the third one. It's only
is that what it is?
In my opinion, I don't know.
I don't think you're supposed to ever use it.
It's called a. It has a name. What's it called?
MLS format?
No. It has a name. What's that last comma called? It does have a name. Oh fuck!
Isn't it like the European comma or something? The English comma?
No,
like the polite comma.
It's like a weird word. It has its own name. I forget what it is. The streams with Jacob, Angelo. There's no racism.
Can I read this? You're struggling. Jacob's streams on Saturday are fun and family friendly. Unlike the streams with Angelo, there is no racism, perversion, or drug or alcohol abuse. Pray you find whatever it is you're looking for in those beer cans, Angelo. Thank you, Gucci Gill. You're always looking out for Angelo.
Oxford comma.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. Polite. Oxford people are polite.
Thank you, Gucci. Gucci, I appreciate the support. To call this drug and alcohol abuse is fucking crazy. Fuck you, David Rios. And then David Rios again. What a comeback story for David Rios. JK Angelo, I love you, bro. Listen, I appreciate every last one.
Yo, Brittany, what that mouth do?
What the fuck? Who are you talking to?
Brittany Jackson. It's actually a man, but it's fun to be. It's fun to pretend though, so I can say perverted stuff.
Listen, we appreciate you guys. The fact that we've got almost 1,000 people in here well after this fight breakdown ended is wildly, I don't know. What's the word? Wildly, I don't know. We appreciate it is where I'm going with that.
What?
I was going to say, like, I talked myself into a corner. It's wildly, I don't know, wildly
appreciative.
No, I'm appreciative. It's not appreciative. That's
generous.
No, I talked myself into a corner. Any last words for the people, Jakey boy?
Yeah, like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. Go to sexrobots.com. Order you a
dude,
Ange Blaster 3000.
Everybody's asking for this $150 deck. I'll do it right now. Hold on.
Ange Blaster 3000. I've tested that thing out. I was the one doing, the 1000, the 2000, the 2500, the 2750, and now we're on the Ange Blaster 3000. And I'm telling you, I'm pretty big, so it's going to be tight regardless, but that thing is going to be good for you. It's going to be good for you. Self-lubricating, warmth, vibrations. It's got the whole 9 yards. They're going $999.99 right now at We Want sexbots.com. And,
Sex bots or sex robots? I'm about to buy
no,
sex
bots.
robots.
No,
Oh,
sex
fuck.
bots. We
Hold
want
on, let me-
sexbots.com. Rolls off the tongue better. Drop the
Jesus Christ. I got to fucking piss. Talk
Hama
for 30
fights.
seconds. Talk
Shout
for
out.
30 seconds and I'll open the $150
Yeah,
card.
ain't no way you're getting back in fucking 30 seconds. Let's time this bad boy up. Let's see. Time it. We're timing it. We're 2 seconds behind. Let's put our over-unders on how long it takes for him to get back. And if he starts pushing this out, we're going to have prostate issues within a month. Okay. We're at 12 seconds. We're halfway to 30. There's the doggy. Rove doggy. Are the Cavs winning? What's the score of that game? That game's almost over. We're at 30 seconds. He said 30 seconds. He might fall asleep in there. He's at 40 seconds. We're getting concerned at a minute. Pistons won. What was the final score? We're at 45 seconds. We're getting concerned at a minute. We're calling the police at 2 minutes. We're at 50.
Ta-da. Under a minute.
56 seconds. You said 30
Look at that.
seconds.
What a piss. Okay. Let's open this card and get the fuck out of here. Share screen.
This is the 150 banger.
$150.
Shout out
because
Humma Fights. Collectibles.com. What?
You gotta chill with that shit. Here we
No,
go.
collectibles.com. Shout out Matty Betts and Humma Fights. Big fans of what they do. Sponsoring this part of the
Here we go.
stream with the cards and stuff. You can get your Humma Fight elite packs for $150 or your Humma Fight regular packs for $60.
Would you shut the fuck up? Here we
I'm
go.
just promoting it.
Here we go. I am buying
Carlos
this.
Condit.
This money was not given to us. I bought this deck already from money that I got from other decks. You guys watch me sell my last opening live.
I think it's going to be another female.
The last
I think
two
you might get a
openings-
Nunez. If you
I
got a
hear you.
Nunez, the world is fake. If you get a Nunez right now, the world is fake.
Here we go. I clicked it. Fucking $150 card. We're going to find out what my karma looks like. Here we go. I'm a good dude. I should have good karma.
What? You're
Here we
slamming
go.
beers before you hang out with your kids.
Here we go.
You got an auto.